in a good way.
They're trying to reiterate that amount of success as they had on week 1 and week 2, especially week 1. Like 70 kills on one weekend is absolutely insane for Team Rose. But now we're just going to be checking out this team once again. ELEMENTRIX, they set their home base in this side compound of the zone. The zone is going to be closing up. We're now going to have division. Where is it going to be set? Imperium? Coastline? Oh, yeah, coastline. It's good.
Okay. It's now moving in towards
inland, yeah.
More inland. So there's a very small percentage of the safe zone that's actually in the water. There's a little bit of the river that's still focused on the south side, where the likes of Nova are, and where Camp to win. However, it's not really going to make a huge impact for these teams. So I do like to see the fact that all of the safe zone is open for these teams to kind of make their mark.
Also, you saw in the middle of the zone, you had teams such as Rose and Camp to win. It's good right now at this stage of the game to be on the outskirt of the zone, like inland and outskirt, or on the coastline once again. But if the zone doesn't go in your direction, you're going to have a really hard time making it in zone, because you're going to get gatekeeps by, once again, Camp to win or the likes of Rose. So you've got to try and like be very careful and be able to respond really fast to the next positioning of the zone.
Yeah, of course, and I think that's what ELEMENTRIX had done by being on the coastline of that safe zone. They were kind of waiting to see where it ended up, and then they can make
They're ready to move
from there. We did see the camera panning over to potentially a bit of action between Hype and T25. I don't know how that went on, but another loot crate, another AWM, more tier 3 vest and tier 3 backpack. The usual, somewhat standard from a loot crate, I feel, but it's still, we've yet to see, from what I can see, we've yet to see one of the camouflage suits in any loot crates.
Suit, yeah.
And well, yeah, it's not called ghillie suit for Vikendi, I don't think so, because it's white as opposed to green. Suit. I do like the name. Hey, I like the name Gil, to be honest. I don't know why, I just
Gil?
do.
You're going to call your son Gil?
Yeah, I probably will.
I don't want to be your son, Imperium.
As you see, Camp to win, disconnect, Akish and G Play did lose one member to Rose driving on forward. But hey, look, 3-man squad is definitely nothing to sniff about, and does give them a lot of room to move forward. It's a bit more passive compared to what we saw in previous Vikendi games, Maximum, but I think part of that is because it's the first game of the semi-final phase. So teams are just looking to really play safe, get a high finish start standing-wise, and then we could see the aggression build up game in, game out.
As we said, like a blank canvas right now. So any team has the opportunity to make back up for their mistakes in week 1 and week 2, and anyone can go and try to poke into that $2.5 million US cash prize Imperium. I would poke at it if I could, but you know me, I'm really bad.
You know the way, as we are panned over onto No Mercy, you know the way we noticed in a couple of games, Destro can be a little bit aggressive and get himself caught out.
Yeah.
That is because he is known as the entry player, for entry rifler of this No Mercy team. So he is the person that is meant
front line. He's like
front line, go in. Now, of course, where that can obviously go against him is if he's not either listening to communication in game from the rest of his team, or if that shot call is activated a little bit too early and he does pay that price. But that does make sense.
The zone is about to close up. Will it be a coastline zone or will it be inland? If it is inland, you're going to see multiple teams dying right off the bat, because as they're going to try and rotate, once again, Rose and Camp to win, they're just holding these key points. And we're going to have to see in just a few more seconds, Imperium. Is it going to be in land or coastline?
I definitely think it's going to be 100% land. I reckon that safe zone is going to... I reckon it's going to end up maximum towards the Cosmodrome area. Hey, inland. But then in between, it's also heading between Mount Kresnik.
Look at this section down in the southeast part of this map. OnyX, RGStarTeam, ELEMENTRIX, Astana from Team AST. They are going to be clashing very, very soon. They're going to try and set location in this compound. Seems like our team might be want to rotate towards that location. They're on the outskirt of the zone, so they will be the gatekeepers in this skirmish.
They will be, but Astana really got to be careful where they are in the open. As you do see, KharDimaghh. KharDimaghh, we haven't talked too much about them, Maxman. They are this team from Pakistan. They finished high up, not 16. High up, but just about in kind of the group stages.
They were number 16. So.
Yeah, 16. So definitely they started off badly, but then they finished on a high. So I'd like to think that if they can have a better start to these semi-finals, Maxon, that they can end on a higher note and actually qualify for the regional finals.
Gonna have a few shots fired in the distance, not really seeing. Gonna have an M249 just here for team wants to go and go for it. No weapon that I think is very like risk worthy. So we're just
it's not.
But you don't know what's in the loot crate. So
however, 4-time scope in there. If one team is struggling with the scope and they want to take their chance.
Yeah. It is in the open though, so it's like the forbidden fruit. We talk about it multiple times. Like go for it and you get like peeked down by a team. Like maybe not worth it at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Although Hype going to be shooting fires on Loki, Odin, Zeus, all of the God team going to try and rush away. They do have 2 cars under their control. Team Sorry also going to be clashing with Team AST. AST was gatekeeping that zone and they just left their location. I don't know if they got rushed or something, but it does seem so. Like they got harassed pretty heavily.
Yeah, no, because I said AST had to be a little bit careful because as they were going to move into the safe zone, Maxman, they were being a bit more out in the open and with 4 teams around them. Yeah, there was that risk.
It's going to be a little bit overwhelming.
Now, they haven't paid the price. They've managed to survive that, but SRY not being afraid to be that little bit aggressive, use a couple of bullets to try and get a knockdown or a kill.
Look at those health bars from
RGStarTeam.
AST, they're just so low. They got to try and regen back up. I hope they do have all of those regen, those med kits and everything to get back.
Of course.
I'm ready for the next fight. But yeah, so see, they were able to get out of that fight they had earlier, so they are good to go. The zone is now still closing up, 1/3 closed up. We are 17 minutes into the game, 16 teams still up and running, and 62 players all around. So 2 players did get taken down early on, like the likes of Cam to win.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Maxan, I definitely think we are going to have a flurry of action in front of us. Rose looking to start that flurry of action, getting a couple of shots onto AST. AST, how are they still surviving? They've gone through 2 bits of action of RG and SRY, Max.
I want 1 grenade and just a 4-man squad wipe. Just yeet it over there.
I love the way you have to, while we're casting, you're using your hand to...
No, I'm memeing.
You know, as if like I didn't know how to throw a grenade.
Yeet!
Yeah, AST, as I said, they survived 2 kind of bits of aggression, 2 harassments. So they've managed to come out on top. KharDimaghh looking for the Destroyer. Destroyer kind of just inside the safe zone. KharDimaghh are outside the safe zone. They're actually inside the blue zone, so they're going to want to move in sooner rather than later. Could be potential amount of points as we are getting to this next safe zone.
This next zone is going to kill a lot of people. If you're KharDimaghh, I'm very scared. If I'm KharDimaghh, you're not in the best situation. You're surrounded. You can't get in the zone because the Destroyer is there. You also have the team of God and Hype that are going to be surrounding behind you. So they're going to be in a really, really sticky situation. Hard to escape from.
And Maxon, that safe zone has suddenly gone in the favor of the likes of AST, Rose, and SRY. So definitely going to be interesting as Hype look to take out 1 member of T25. Followed up, Nixon has a bit of a scope in the tree area. Just quite hit Odin. He doesn't even know what to do. He's been knocked down.
Nice spray right there. We'll be able to peek down Odin. He is also in the zone, out in the blue zone, sorry. So he's going to take that extra little tick damage. So no one's going to be able to regen Odin.
Pretty much.
Unfortunately, he's going to die, just like in the movies. He's going to be deleted. Once again, they're going to have this fight around the bridge area. SLC. Yeah.
Did you just give an endgame spoiler?
No, hey, you can spoil now. Endgame, it's fine. Well, also it's not an endgame. He dies. Odin. It's in another movie.
Cool. As you do see, SRY sick. Camp to win down to 3 players. Lost 1 member to Rose early on in this game. But they're looking to get back up. It is a 1v3 situation. However, the rest of his team are around him. So we've seen in the past SRY are quick to respond to a bit of aggression coming out from these teams. So definitely expect them to do the same thing should it be the case. CsPro Gaming. Gamers of PUBG. Gamers of Pakistan, my apologies. They were known as Gamers of PUBG, but they had changed to Gamers of Pakistan.
Top 17 on the group stage. Imperium doing a really nice job. That's some like very sneaky moves though. We're going to have another fight breakout, and that's going to be Sorry versus Team OnyX to try to pick this fight on this bridge location. And they have 3 members down, and that's going to be 4 Imperium. That's going to be a swipe out of Team OnyX. They got 3 chicken dinners, but this 3rd week not starting well for them.
No, they finished 4th overall, Maxman, and we've seen the 7th place team of SRY from the group stages take them out. That's a nice amount of kills for them. And now we do see Nomad Warriors are also going at one of these teams. Nomad Warriors, they need to keep things up. KharDimaghh.
Yeah, KharDimaghh are going to be swiped out, like almost. They still have a few players, I do believe, but like they killed them right away, playing very textbook kind of gameplay. AWM, another one. So that's 3 AWMs on the map, but still no AWM moves so far. I want to see some AWM moves. Though Yamin, Games of Pakistan, they're going to be trying to hold this location. Maybe RGStarTeam want to get in once again. RGStarTeam, #1 team of this group stage. Yeah. High contender for this for these regional final spots.
Yamin and Damon managing to survive, hide away from RG. He's like, don't go near us. No, leave us alone. So yeah, great by gamers of Pakistan to kind of survive that. But we're seeing action. Hype Turtle being knocked down by one member of the Destroyer.
Yeah, not a good start for Team Hype. Gonna try and reposition. They do have a few trees and like a little bit of terrain to work with, but yeah, they're gonna be taken from behind by the Destroyer. Now, ELEMENTRIX, they're also on the move. They're gonna try and get into this inner part of the zone. They were on the edge 25 seconds before it starts closing up. So they will be there really soon, Imperium. They're gonna try, like, they're really fast to respond and to set their location into the next upcoming zone. They're a really good positioning focused team. So I can't wait to see where they're gonna try and set their location. Once again, a team from Nepal, as I know a lot of you guys in chat are rooting for Nepal. Hashtag go Nepal.
Yeah, Nomad Warriors said team that had a lot to prove. They're still a 4-man squad. They've got 4 kills in their favor, Maxman. So that's a nice amount of points for now and a nice start. We're down to 14 teams, 52 players alive. AST and SRY possibly going at each other. No, Safina is being a little bit careful inside that compound, looking to move in. We do see Safina going in, gets knocked down onto one member of SRY. That is sick. Let's see how SRY do respond.
Yeah, the little connection issues right there, but still AST picking 1 kill on SLC from Team Sorry, still 3 members strong. AST, they still have 2 members going to be sticking around. They are a little bit more, but like in that specific compound, they are 2 members. Be careful though, Rose, they're on the move in this car. They're taking heavy fire. Low HP for one of their members, going to be rushing right in that tree. But no mercy, they are holding their ground extremely well. So that's Rose just playing it passive, not really willing to pick that fight. So they're going to be respecting No Mercy pretty well.
And as they should, the Australian team of No Mercy looking to stake a claim, not being afraid of any other team in this semi-final stage. ELEMENTRIX and Nomad Warriors very close to getting into the thick of action. Smokes flying around between each other. Orange is prone down, trying to find that perfect shot, but not quite getting there for now.
Gonna have 2 battles of the hill, especially if you do have the high ground, because you have that TPP point of view. You have a huge advantage when you have that high ground like positioning. So that's gonna be once again. Nomad Warriors did win their last fight against KharDimaghh.
Yeah.
So can they get 2 fights in a row? That'll be great. The grenade gonna be coming on through on Team Rose from Nova, but Nova not really able to connect it whatsoever. Rose though, they are not in the best of scenarios, Imperium. They got to lead. They also lost 1 member, and Hodge is on his knees, so that's 2 members still strong. Can they res him back up? I'm not too sure they can do so, but they're going to definitely go and try and do it. But Nova, once again, they have the high ground, which is so important in that third-person point of view.
Yeah, and just also with all the teams that are around between AST, SRY, and
Warriors,
of course, No Mercy. They've got to be really careful where they do move around. Nova, Bandit was clean on a couple of these games, looking to follow that up.
Look at that HP from Hodge. He just barely got on it, Imperium, just barely got there. And he's going to be able to normally regen him back up. I do believe so. Just a few more seconds and Hodge is back up. He is back up and ready to smash.
If there is a clutch heal as I've ever seen one, it is that, but they're not in the safe zone yet, because Nova are still eyeing them up very effectively, Maxman.
Look, he has that third-person view. Once again, he can use it against Rose. Rose now 3 members strong. He was able to reach him back up to 75% of his HP. But Team Sorry and AST going to be clashing. Same for Gamers of Pakistan and CS Pro, gaining a lot of members going down right now.
Yeah, but we've got to keep on the action, because we've got Rose and Nova coming at each other, but now Nomad Warriors and ELEMENTRIX, they've been in this same kind of area for quite a while. Once again, AST and SRY still going at each other. A lot of Molotov cocktails being flying around. Chocolate gets one knocked down, but it's followed down by AST. Can they get the better of them?
You have 1 member up on the side of AST. Come on, Team Sorry, you can get him. And there it is, another team swipe out going over to Team Sorry. They got 1 earlier on Team OnyX, and that's going to be the second on tide of Team AST. They are smashing it in the semi-finals.
And it was close, because AST nearly had them at one point, but maybe it just comes down to overall core experience, core kind of mechanics from these players. SOY come out on top. Fair play to AST, not being afraid to try and fight and take down a team like SRY.
Oh no.
But they will take an early bath as RGStarTeam, the top team, going up against Gamers of Pakistan, get 1 knockdown onto Alpha.
Aim lock here.
Zombie, Darkest Night, the newest mode in the zombie universe is here. This time, the rules are different. No more parachuting, as players will be placed at random locations on the map when the match begins, and there is no single winner. Players must work with their teammates to spend one long night in the match and stay alive until the sun comes up. Waves and waves of zombies will spawn during each of the 3 foggy periods at night, and supplies should only be scavenged when the fog fades. The main objective is not to defeat other players, though this doesn't mean they are harmless. Players may need to work with other teams when necessary, but should also watch their backs in case the Fragile Alliance goes south. This will be a unique experience for every player involved. This new mode also comes with a passive skill for every player. Understanding these skills will be the key to staying alive in this long night. Can you ride out the night?
Play PUBG Mobile for free.
Do you play PUBG Mobile? Maybe you never run out of stamina. Maybe you're always aware of your surroundings. Maybe you're an amazing cook with the pan. Maybe you're a great driver. But as soon as you hear the sound of an airplane, you get into the zone. In PUBG Mobile, you all come from different walks in life.
They're going
shots
for
fired.
They're going for a
ELEMENTRIX.
swim. Nah, he's not. He's away.
I mean, maybe.
Nah,
okay.
too little, too late.
Unfortunately.
Up. Hey, look, maybe it's all part of it. They're trying to get that car. One member of Only War.
He's driving just like me. Boom! Vroom, vroom, mother trucker.
Vroom, vroom, mother.
Hey, PG
trucker.
stream.
He's dancing, celebrating,
When no
going.
When no one shows up to your birthday party.
You can't see me. Do, 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 do. I believe I can fly. It's great for your mental health. It's great for your physical health. You know, CS Pro Gaming, making good choices. They're having a bit of fun.
Yeah, I think he knows he's on broadcast right now. He's just having a little fun with that golden pan.
He's got a gold pan, Max, and I want a gold pan.
I don't have enough money.
Oh, he is. He's camouflaging as a rock.
Yes.
As a rock.
This is not allowed to be on children's television. Blur it out, production team, blur it out. 3 members in the car, and again, punished for it. I told ya.
If United Earth climb.
No, we don't want you. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, they waited.
The rosy, you know, like.
ELEMENTRIX, and they back to 4v3. Look, bro, he's rushing in.
Yeah.
Around this compound, though.
now the rest of AR
The cavalry's here. Let's go.
The cavalry's here. Now we've seen. Now United Earth trying to move. Nova moving in with the vehicle.
He's got to break the shack.
Team, and then No Mercy,
Nova.
the Australian team, did finish in 9th place, as we do see one knockdown already happening somewhere in the map. We are on the Rose. Now moving on to Destroyer and Nova. So I think it was one member of Nova.
It was Bandit.
Got knocked down.
Yeah.
Destroyer.
Damn it, don't lose
big.
Bandit. He's like one of the playmaking players on their side, and that's very unfortunate. So Nova, they're going to be losing. Though A, going to try and pick that fight versus the Destroyer. S is going to be running for it. Going to be going very close to TLC, and he's going to get punished with that AKM. Good things for Nova. Going to be fighting back and forth. Though A, he is holding his ground in a 1v2 scenario, taking heavy fire, but still answering back pretty nicely. But will he make it out barely? See a little bit of lag right there, but still he gets him. Look at A, an absolute beast this early on in the game in Pure, and just shredding him 1v2.
Yeah, now we're going to come down to a situation of a 3v1. Come out for it. Xiaowan, crazy. I don't think he's going to be able to survive much longer. He's trying to move around.
Hey,
he's going to be getting flanked from all directions, taking a couple of shots already. Xiaoling comes in, gets that final blow. The Destroyer are out, finishing in last place. Maxman, if you try to play with the big dogs, you're going to get bitten.
With the big boys. Trying to play with the big boy. Yeah, unfortunately got swiped out. I think, like, even though Nova took that fight, I think even from Nova, there was a mistake. Like, their synergy wasn't really on point.
Yes.
Like, they played split, but they did come out on top, so, like, good for them. But still, I think, it, like, from both sides, it was a little bit weird this early on, especially. Like, you don't want to try and pick fights early. Play passive, go to the zone, get positioning, which is something that, like, that fight shouldn't have happened.
But then again, from our point of view, it's entertainment.
It's entertainment. Are you not entertained? Let's go.
Are you not eSports entertained? So OnyX, who have actually now officially, of course, finished higher than they did in the last game, although that wouldn't have been hard. RG started looking for Gamers of PUBG, but Gamers of PUBG responding very heavily, getting one knockdown onto aim. Locker. Tian followed it up. Let's see what can happen if he can look to revive his teammate, looking to grenade aim Locker quite quickly to knock him out of the park, knock him out of the game, not quite connect him, Maxwell.
Boom! See you later.
Oh no, it did. Sorry.
Yeah, he got swiped. It took a little bit of delay, but yeah, he did get swiped out. RGStarTeam, once again, like a high-placed team last game. And they just not doing that good this time around. So, like, once again, open field, you got to try and hold these compounds, especially on Sanhok, which is a way smaller map. But Seiji, though, they're going to be normally clashing with Loki and Thor. I think he heard those footsteps and he doesn't want to pick that fight. But Loki, he is rushing in.
Loki, he heard him. CJ, he's moving around. Thor does have a bit of... If you look at what Loki is doing, he's trying to flank around one area, but Thor, he's got to join the rest of the team, otherwise it becomes a 1v1 situation. But we did see Loki did knock down that member of Nova, which is CJ, but AY, what is he going to do to respond? He follows up with knockdown of his own, taking down Thor, taking the kill, but now it's going to essentially be a 1v1. Loki and AY, who's going to come out on top, Maxman?
Nice, he had the little pumpkin too at the end, but there he's looking for the rush, looking for the kill, but he's getting responded. A is around the corner and ready to deliver, and he gets that shutdown.
Nova have got 5 kills already, been in 2 squad fights, and they still managed to come out on top. If that's not persistence, if that's not sticking it to the enemy team, I don't know what is. Great play by Nova.
They're sticking to their guts, Imperium, and they went for it. 15 teams now going to be still on the map. 55 players all around. We did spawn earlier with 62 players, so that's already 7 players taken away on this Sanhok map. It is way smaller, so once again, you have more early game fights, so really that is the kind of like gameplay you can expect, but still, if you can avoid fights, definitely try and do so.
Of course. Like I said, from our point of view, we do love to see as Nomad Warriors getting that loot crate. I believe it was, oh no, I forgot to record what was in that loot crate. I was writing something down, Max, man, leave me alone. Gamers of PUBG getting 1 kill already onto one member of RG Star, and no mercy, this Australian team. Also want to talk about them a little bit more because as I said, I interviewed them and the players that are alive. That's actually a great stat. We do see all these teams that have 4-man squads down to 3, T25 down to 2 members left, so they're going to have to play it very safe.
Thank you, Mr. Producer Man, for giving us this really nice info. I'm really happy about that. Down.
Yeah,
so T25, then you got 2 members up and running, and we're just this early on in the game. You want to try and play once again very passive. At that point in time, placement points are really more valuable for you, so just avoid those fights, as the zone is located now.
Yeah, and as I said, I thought it was going to move down towards Cave or Quarry. I didn't think it was going to move up as far as Camp Charlie, but either way, or above Camp Charlie, should I say, but definitely I think it's going to end up between Quarry and Ban. So if you're the likes of SRY or Hype, I would actually not move.
Right now, I'm seeing like also RGStarTeam. They are surrounded. Games of Pakistan, Team Rose, Team Sorry. Like anywhere they're going to try and rotate, they are going to be picking a fight versus a team. And also, they do not have compounds, so they're going to have a really hard time. So at that point in time, what would you do, Imperium? Like just stick to your guts and stay there, or try and rotate out and avoid fights, or maybe even rush compound?
That's a good option. Rush 1 compound as a 4-man squad, and then go from there. Don't split up. The same way it's a bit risky, but we do see No Mercy kill, not being afraid to get onto AST in that vehicle. All 4 members, 2 of them got knocked down. They're going to have to try to recover as... no, I believe 3 members of AST got knocked down. 1 have been killed. Zakiel is about to lose his life. Safina is prone down, knocked out, trying to get into recover. And if I was that final member of AST that has full health, I'd get the hell out of there.
Yeah, just get out of there as soon as possible, unless you're ready to try and pick that fight. But once again, it is no mercy. They also do have the compound.
They do.
So once again, like we saw so many teams able to ease their way in like top 1, top 2, top 3, like especially like top 3, by being only a one-man team, such as SNG KharDimaghh. We saw them week 1 and week 2 of the group stage.
True.
So once again, it can pay off on the long run, but it is really hard to play.
Look at Hype. Look at that member of Hype, Nixon. Just kind of proning around. Yeah, he's underneath the stairs. Maybe he's going to try to flank around and take out the members of RG who are low in health. Joker, Zhao Tian are low in health. But I do think that Hype, Nixon, he's going to be feeling the heat if he's not too careful.
He is just hungry. He wants to go for it. His team is really far behind, so
They
just
are.
hold your ground, wait a bit. If you can have an opportunity on team of RGStar, you can go for it. They did lose one member early on in Imperium, so if they do go as a 4-man team on the side of Hype, but now they did lose Gurkha a few seconds ago, he's probably going to die right now. Going to be taken down with a pump, so really nicely done. And AST also going to be losing Safina to no mercy. And they are trying to pick that fight though.
Yeah, so Hype
sorry.
not really sticking together as a 4-man squad, Maxon, because you see that we saw Nixon going where RG Star and the other members getting flanked by Rose. You've really got to stay together as a 4-man team.
Yeah.
Of course, these players might not have full idea of where the enemy teams are around them, but in my opinion, safer stages, when you're a team like Hype from Nepal, looking to climb up and secure a spot in the regionals, these games early on, set the presence, play safe, get a high position.
Oh, they were going to have another fight for Tina. Nova, they picked a fight early on and they're going to be in the same house, but they just don't see them.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Where's it, John Cena? You cannot see me right now.
Oh, no, we already did that.
We already did it, man. That's why I didn't want to make that soon. But gamers of Pakistan, this Pakistani team, knocking shots onto CJ right now.
Spraying on top of CsPGPk, not moving an inch in Imperium. Same for Damon and Panic, and also Alpha. They just, are they here? Like, is this compound ours, or is this a haunted compound?
I like the fact that the only member of Gamers Pakistan that has taken shots up until now.
Nice. Hey, he's going to get flanked around by Yamin, but unfortunately going to respond with heavy fire. Where's that AKM? Nova coming out strong in this compound fight so far. They do lose A in the process. Gamers of Pakistan still 3 members strong. Trying to pick that fight as well as possible, but Nova going to be on a really far back foot.
I think Nova got squad right there.
Yeah, they did.
They were down to 2 players. That's one thing we didn't point out. It was a 4v2 situation. That was Nova's 3rd squad fight in such a short amount of time, as we do see RG getting taken out, I believe, by something like SRY. They're surrounded by Rose, SRY, RG, and Hype, all in such a small area well inside that safe zone. But now, Rose and RG, buildings apart, looking to try and find each other out, but looking to flank around. We've seen Rose have been experts in flanking around, but right now they're under pressure.
Phenomenal! Let's go on Team Rose. He does get 1 peek on side of Rose. Can he get another one? I'm not too sure, but they are still 3 members strong. They're rushing in this house, and again, completely overwhelmed, and that's Rose getting swiped out right off the bat.
The kill of the game, kill of the tournament, in my opinion. One of the kills of the tournament was Joker. Jumped up, peeked through the window, shot, got a kill.
Yeah.
Fantastic play by
Also, when you
RG.
jump in your position, like, you have less precision.
Exactly.
So, you got, like, I think it was a headshot, so it was an AKM, so really nice job.
To be honest, you know, that's the RG Star we know and love. There's a reason why they finished 1st overall in the standings. So a really great play by them in the 2nd game.
Once again, in group stage, 107 kill points. Do they want to try and beat that record? Of course, they're going for it. They are hungry for blood, and they're just going to try and pick as many fights as possible. As Camtowin, still 4 members strong, going to be trying to set their location in this compound, but a team has already set that as their home base, and that is Team AST. Been like roaming around the map, picking a lot of fights, not winning any, unfortunately. They're in a back.
They're down to 2 players. 2 other members of their team got taken up by No Mercy earlier on. They were all 4 members were in that one vehicle. And that's always a risky situation to take, Maxman, but we are 12, nearly 13 minutes into this game. I don't think Camtowin should, you know, should kind of flank around too much, stay where they are, play it safe for now. You don't really need to move anywhere because there is that chance. You see Hype, Turtle, 2 members of Hype, still alive, very close to SRY. SRY are split wide apart, but they are covering nice areas between high ground and low ground, Maxon.
They can zone really efficiently right there.
Yeah.
Those Steel ASTs slowly going to be surrounded by Camp to win. They had the information. They saw them as they were rotating in that back section of the house. So they know, and they want to get those 2 juicy kills for themselves.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It would be not a good start for Camp to win. They did finish in 8th position on 10 points total in this first game. So they want to follow up. We're down to 13 teams, 43 players alive. So there's still a lot of points to play for in terms of kills alone, Maxon.
Snakey snaking it up once again. It is Sanhok, so that's what you're kind of expecting, especially if you're not like with your team. You want to try and play it passive. Wait for your team to come up if they do, or if they don't. And take your time. Camp to win, they're just not ready to pull the trigger quite yet. Maybe they have a few smokes. Maybe they want to try and do a smoke road to try and get through. But
I think they're going to wait until the next safe zone comes in.
Probably. Just a few more seconds.
Yeah, because then they can dictate how they play their play as gamers. Pakistan gamers just getting up, knocked down by OnyX. Vegeta. Fantastic shots coming out from him.
The zone going up against gamers of Pakistan right now in Pure Man. Seems like OnyX wants to get that team wipeout, so they're going to hold that compound for the next few seconds. ELEMENTRIX is going to be clashing with Team No Mercy in this lowest section of this zone. Imperium, I'd like to see, is going to be able to come out on top because they're also on the outskirts of the zone. The zone will be closing on in. They're very far from the zone, so one of those 2 teams will be swiped out in the next few seconds. Imperium, I do believe, and gamers of Pakistan still in the outskirts of the zone. Now this is the next zone location. This is zone number 4, so the tick damage is slowly but surely increasing, and it's going to be a little bit too overwhelming as KharDimaghh are going to be slowly getting in the compound where Nomad Warriors set their location.
No Mercy we don't see it on camera, but No Mercy are getting into a couple of issues on their own side. Like grenades actually taking out a couple of their own members, but we do see action come down between KharDimaghh and Nomad Warriors. Nomad Warriors picking up the pace after game 1, looking to get another couple of kills as OnyX. Vegeta once again staying where he is. However, they are outside the safe zone. They've only got 15 seconds and it starts moving in. Like you mentioned, it's going to be doing a lot more tick damage, so they will want to move in. They can wait because gamers of Pakistan are going to have to go to them, but that's definitely risky.
We're missing the fight of No Mercy versus ELEMENTRIX. It's really sad. It seems like No Mercy is not having the upper hand so far. It seems like actually No Mercy is getting swiped out. They did get swiped out. No Mercy taken off the picture.
Yeah, like I said, they had a couple of issues with the grenades, but either way, we'll pass on forward because CS Pro Gaming in that vehicle going, nope, I'm missing you all, I'm going past, but now Gamers of Pakistan are in the blue zone. They're going to have to move in. The blue zone is moving in once again, and Nomad Warriors KharDimaghh getting into a bit of trouble between each other.
This is the beast lair, and unfortunately KharDimaghh got a little bit too close, and they are getting punished for that right now. It seems like Nomad Warriors don't want to hold this location, which I do understand the zone is not on top of them, so they might want to try and reposition early, even if they don't get the kill. Repositioning is always going to be way more important. But Nomad Warriors now, they are picking a few kills on KharDimaghh before they rotate out. They're still losing a few of their members though. Going to try and get the upper hand on the shot.
Look at that.
Spray him down, and now they will be able to rotate back out. Maybe he can regen Uric, but he is out of the zone area, so he might go down with the tick damage. We'll have to wait and see.
I definitely would be a little bit risky to try and revive him. Time will tell, of course, but now we do see SOY going up against OnyX. 2 Clash of the Titans as Nicola was revived on a side note, and he's able to get a kill onto KharDimaghh. Gonna lose our lives. From a distance, Satsura coming in with the clutch shot. So yeah, OnyX occupying that little hut, that little compound. SRY around them, having the high ground, I might add. Maxon, SRY have the high ground. They're going to flank around. Nixon is a little bit far away from his team, but now we do see the smoke grenades being thrown out by OnyX to try and give them a bit of a positional space.
Also, the zone is on that shack, so they're going to have to move at some point in time.
True.
Nomad is going to have to do something. Team OnyX is going to have to do something. As that grenade gets 2 members down, huge plays coming out from Team Sorry. Still holding the location, going to try and regen them back up, but though there will be also Gamers of Pakistan going up against God and ELEMENTRIX versus Team Hype. Team Hype not seeming to have the upper hand. We're going to have a lot of fight all around, and now the zone is on top of that shack, and they have to do something in Imperium, but Team OnyX are just getting absolutely destroyed by Team Sorry, and they're just holding their location so perfectly, and see you later, Team OnyX, as they get swooped out once again, securing that 9th position.
SRY game 1 got 15 kills. They're going to try and repeat the process in this game too, as ELEMENTRIX being put under a little bit of pressure by RG and Joker in particular. AK flanking around, but he's getting damaged by ELEMENTRIX. Let's see if they can flank around. Joker taking a little bit of tick damage, but he's now able to try and go behind the tree. All it will take, Maxron, is one grenade onto ELEMENTRIX, and they will lose a couple of their players. They are under a lot of pressure.
He had no more HP remaining. Just one more bullet, and that would have been the end of ELEMENTRIX, that Nepal team. AK going to be down on the side of RG, one of the two best teams in this entire tournament in PM so far, and they're going to be clashing this early on in the late game. Going to be trying to spray ShiNiGaMi very low once again. No more HP remaining almost. Now they're ready to pull the trigger. They do so, and that's going to be ELEMENTRIX taken off of the picture. RGStarTeam dominating this game.
RG, that's all they need. That one knockdown, that one play, that one punch with the bullets, and they made that move, got that squad right. Great play coming out from there. SRY still in this. They see where RG are. They saw what they did to ELEMENTRIX. They do know that RG are definitely low on health. AK Joker being knocked down with a fantastic grenade. As LTM trying to move into the distance. He's getting shot, but he's actually feeling himself having to use a first aid kit.
Damn it, fights all around this map on Sanhok Imperium, and those teams, sorry, they're going to be getting the upper hand on Team RGStarTeam, and they are swooped out also. That's going to be a nice, clean move coming out from Team Sorry.
Look at Camp to Win.
Yeah.
They are in the safe zone, don't have to move an inch. They have a bit of high ground. They're slightly bit split up in terms of one member of their team is in across the road. But they've got a nice position. Nomad Warriors, they are climbing up the ranks game after game coming into the semi-final. They are improving on their overall position. And they are down to 3 players, though.
Look at that quality twerking from Aldic. I enjoyed that. Thank you for the show, Nomad Warriors.
Listen to a bit of Miley Cyrus, I'd say, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
Came in, you know what?
Came in as a wrecking ball.
Come in like a wrecking ball.
Let's go.
Yes. As you do see, like I said, look at AST. AST felt pressure even as early on from the likes of Nomad Warriors, but they're surviving as Camp to Win. Akish knocks down one member of Nomad Warriors. Considering Nomad Warriors have the high ground, that's great play coming out from Akish.
Zone 6 compound is a huge position to be in if you are Camp to Win. They do get the upper hand. Secure one extra kill on Nomad Warriors. No extra kill is going to be coming around for them. Unfortunately, CsPGPk going to be clashing with Team God. Odin going to be swooped out really nicely. Also Zeus, they're going to be in a really bad spot. CsPGPk, that's going to be the 6th position going over to their side. 5 teams remaining in Imperium.
Maximum, we do see on top of the kill mountain is SRY with 8 total, followed by Nomad Warriors on 4, as Nomad Warriors are going to add to that tally once again. Live feed, it's going to rack up once again, but Sasora is under pressure. Camp to Win are not afraid to respond. That's a kill going over to Lackey on to Nomad Warriors. Camp to Win are still going strong with, I believe, 4 members of their team still alive. SRY with 4 members. AST down to 2. CsPGPk down to 2.
They got
Nomad Warriors down to 1.
Yeah, Nomad Warriors, unfortunately, they tried to rush in compound. Only 1 member was able to make it through, which proves that, like, making it through compounds is pretty complicated. But look at that, 8 kills once again for Team Sorry, absolutely shredding in this game. Nomad Warriors with 5 kills, though.
And all 4 members of SRY still alive. Yeah, Nomad Warriors do look pretty good with those 5 kills. Yep.
Camp to Win and SRY seem like 2 high contenders for this chicken dinner of Game 2 Imperium.
And look at one member of Camp to Win right in the dead middle of that safe zone. Could keep his team alive for the final seconds of this game as AST's killed. Not afraid to poke shot onto SRY as Gplay gets jebaited. And SRY takes him out.
Yeah, that was a little bit too much of a heavy fight coming out from Team Sorry on Camp to Win. Though Camp to Win a little bit split all around this compound, not really enjoying what they're doing right there. But still, now they're going to try and rush there, pulling the trigger for the start of Team SRY. And CsPGPk, unfortunately, going to be swooped out by their sides. So that's very unfortunate. Still, 3 teams remaining. Team SRY, Team Camp to Win, and Team Nomad Warriors. Nomad Warriors, they had to try and redeem themselves, and they are doing so with 1 member remaining.
Do so, and they got into the safe zone safely on his own in terms of letting the other teams go at each other. They're going to try and survive. He does get that kill onto this connect, but he's got to be careful because he's moving into the blue zone. He's going to get taken out by another member of Camp to Win. He played himself.
2 teams remaining, Camp to Win and Team Sorry. Team Sorry definitely was the upper hand. They have still 4 members remaining versus 2 members still RG players.
Look at Sorry.
He does get it. Nice job coming out from Team Sorry. Now they're going to try and end this fight, and they do end it in style. Team Sorry, game number 2 going over to themselves.
SRY cannot
China, 2 Chinese games in a row.
Stopped. Look at the kills on their side. They are unstoppable, getting a total of 14 kills. Not quite 15. I'm not even going to say they should be disappointed because, my God, they have no reason to be disappointed. Followed by Camp to win in second, Nomad Warriors in third, ASD in fourth, and CS Pro Gaming in fifth.
I mean, that's that's two Chinese wins in a row. Game number 1 went over to Team Rose, Hong Kong, China. Yep. And that team, sorry, once again, from China, is going to get the second game on Sanhok. That is just huge plays. But anyways, going to have a few highlights for all of you beautiful people at home. That's going to be, unfortunately, RG losing one of their members really, really early on. They were also a big contender for this game, but unfortunately didn't work out for them. Look at this huge early game fight for Nova. Yeah,
no, that's the thing I want to talk about Nova, because they had 3 games. They had 2 squad fights in the first 6 minutes that they actually survived. They went on forward. You could say that they probably should have played the game a lot safer from that point onwards, but they just got into another team fight and they just lost it afterwards. So unfortunately,
look at that jump kill we're talking about.
Yeah, beautiful.
There you go.
That was it. It was just precision play, precision reflex coming out from RG, and he did get knocked down afterwards, but was able to keep his team alive. KharDimaghh, Nomad Warriors coming up against each other. Nomad Warriors, again, impressive play coming out from them.
That's what happens when you try and rush in a compound that is like taken over by a team. That was, I think that was a mistake from the side of KharDimaghh. They should have avoided that location.
True.
And they did pay the high price. They did get taken down.
And also, like, it's like I said, we talk about this blue zone. This blue zone was moving in. It put these teams under pressure. It affects how they play the game, how they want a position to flank around to take an enemy team. And that's why I always say safe zone is always going to be more important. OnyX did well, better than last game, but they got wiped by Molotovs, grenades, and gunshots by SRY.
Yeah, like Zone 5 and Zone 6, respectively, they were huge game makers in this game. Like, they just completely shred so many teams and, like, forced so many teams to actually get inland. And, like, the zone was a huge thing to take care of in this game, though. That was, once again, Nomad Warriors. They had the location last time. They are now trying to rush the compound, and they got swiped out. Once again, rushing compounds, unless you have the smoke road, it's going to be really hard to pull off.
Yeah, as you do see. Camp 2, using the buildings to their advantage to peek around to take down Nomad Warriors. They were... Aldic was able to survive. He got down disconnect.
Look at that. Instant rush.
He will have got a kill for that, but then we saw a Kish from a distance taken down. Taken down Nomad Warriors, but they finish in third place.
44 points, sorry. Man, that's huge. On the second game of this semi-finals of the week 3, and that's just insane. Like, they are a high contender to get in like this top. I think like already it's safe to say they might potentially get in that top 16 really early on, because they have been. But man, like first game, they got a bunch of really nice kills for themselves. They also got in 5th position, and second game it is number 1 position. So like they're really consistent, and I would even have to say like one of the most consistent teams on these only 2 first games. After you can't really talk about consistency on only 2 games, it's more in the long run. Like when you're at like 4, 8, 12 games, then you can start talking about consistency. But on these 2 first games, they've been playing really nice.
Hey, look, it starts from the beginning. You know, every game follows each other. No, you're dead right, even though we will talk about consistency. So it was a great play coming out from them, and it's just great to see these teams kind of really setting the standard in these semifinals.
Yeah, also because we did have 32 teams in the group stage. Now we have only 24.
Yep.
And that means that now the level of gameplay is going to just
go
up a notch once again. And that's going to be also the case for the final phase of the entire wildcard series. So a lot of higher gameplay is expected from these teams. We had a few mistakes like early on. For example, of Team Nova, that synergy was a little bit off course, I think. But once again, it's just a start. They're trying to like see their positioning in this entire leaderboard. And that's why I think that these teams are just a little bit like unsure of what's going to happen.
Of course. I do want to talk about T25 finishing in 8th place. Didn't really do a lot in the game, but what they did, Maxman, was very effective in terms of overall positioning, in terms of looking to help secure that regional final spot, which is going to be key, like I mentioned, for these lower base teams.
Anyways, that was game number 2 on Sanhok. Once again, going over to Team. Sorry if you did miss the action of game number 1. It did also go over to Rose. So once again, China, 2 games in a row. Where are you, Nepal? I want to see some Nepal like spam in chat right now.
They're warming up.
They're warming up. Yeah, but
warming up.
Faster, please. Come on, let's go. Anyways, thank you for watching. We'll be back very soon for some Erangel action.
Up your game. Vivo V15 series. Vivo.
Zombie, Darkest Night, the newest mode in the zombie universe, is here. This time, the rules are different. No more parachuting, as players will be placed at random locations on the map when the match begins, and there is no single winner. Players must work with their teammates to spend one long night in the match and stay alive until the sun comes up. Waves and waves of zombies will spawn during each of the 3 foggy periods at night, and supplies should only be scavenged when the fog fades. The main objective is not to defeat other players, though this doesn't mean they are harmless. Players may need to work with other teams when necessary, but should also watch their backs in case the Fragile Alliance goes south. This will be a unique experience for every player involved. This new mode also comes with a passive skill for every player. Understanding the skills will be the key to staying alive in this long night. Can you ride out the night?
Play PUBG Mobile for free.
Do you play PUBG Mobile? Maybe you never run out of stamina. Maybe you're always aware of your surroundings. Maybe you're an amazing cook with the pan. Maybe you're a great driver. But as soon as you hear the sound of an airplane, you get into the zone. In PUBG Mobile, you all come from different walks in life. But you face the same dangers on the battleground. And you become friends. You work together to overcome the obstacles. This is PUBG Mobile. There's a number one in all of us. Welcome to the PUBG Mobile first anniversary party. PUBG Mobile, be the one.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split, brought to you through the power of Vivo. Myself and Imperium are ready to go into game number 3 on Erangel in just the next few seconds.
Yeah, of course. And if you are looking to get up to date of all the action, you can head over to clubopen.pubgmobile.com. You can find out all the information of the previous day's games, of previous week's games between the groups and the semis. And of course, if you are watching on YouTube, Facebook or Twitch, hit that follow, hit that like, hit that subscribe
button
so you can keep up to date when we go live. But here are the standings after 2 games for you guys. Look at that SRY tippity top of the mountain with not only 44 place points, Maxon, but 28 kill points.
That is 72 points in only 2 games. That is absolutely insane, Imperium. That seems like more than 2 chicken dinners in terms of like points, and they're absolutely shredding it. And when we look down, look at one team, actually it's not in the standings, unfortunately, it's in 9th position, but in 9th position we do have then team Astana with 19 positioning points, but with only 1 kill. So once again, as we always mention, like positioning points are way more important, and it's paying off for Astana.
For sure, and look at even Nomad Warriors lying in 4th place. I said they had a lot of potential, and they're definitely showing it right now. Of course, it's only 2 games. It's only early games, as we will see the final 16. The biggest disappointment in my eyes right now is Team OnyX, Maxman. 14th place, only 7 points total, 1 kill point. It is not the start they would have wanted going into the semifinals.
Yeah, we're definitely expecting a lot more from the team that got 3 chicken dinners in a row in the group stage section of the Spring Split. So Team OnyX, maybe having a bad day. Maybe they just eat something that wasn't that good this afternoon, and they got to try to step it up definitely in the next upcoming games, or the next upcoming games that are going to be coming up right now. So they got to definitely play a lot better. Though KharDimaghh, the Destroyer, then the top 16, they're on the verge of like going. Like, once again, top 16 is where you want to try and be to go to the regional finals. So you want to try and be above, but like when you're barely above, you're in like the grey zone. Are we making it through? Are we not?
Exactly.
But it's only the 2 first games.
It's only first 2 games, but it's like I said, when your aim is to be in the top 16 overall between these 3 groups, you want to start stepping things up a notch and take a bit of inspiration from what the likes of Nomad Warriors are doing out there on the PUBG Mobile battlefield, as we will talk about what might be coming up in Game 3 in Erangel.
And what's coming up? Exactly, Erangel, guys. Erangel's going to be coming up so far. It has been huge map for most of the teams where they got most of the kills, most of their positioning points. But once again, if you do want to have all of the information on the standings, please do go check out the link of PUBG, clubopen.pubgmobile.com, and you will be able to have all of the information, the standings. And if you did also miss the group stage, you can go check out what happened over there once again. Link is right here. Please do go check it out. And also, if you're watching us live from Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, hit the like, follow, or subscribe button to be notified when we do go live.
Definitely.
And also,
Vivo. Hey, I was just going to say, Vivo. Sponsored by Vivo, the official sponsor for the PUBG Mobile Club Open, the official smartphone for the PUBG Mobile Club Open, and they have helped raise the prize pool, because we haven't actually mentioned it yet today, which I'm a little bit surprised. Prize pool for the PUBG Mobile Club Open, boys and girls, is 2.5 million US dollars. Million
got to
US dollars.
incentivize that.
Of course, man. Like, it's like
million.
It's like
Take the voice of like
Dr. Evil. $2.5 million.
Take the voice of like the zombie mode. Right out the night. $2.5 million.
So yeah, so that's the thing, and this is why kind of when we talk about kind of every game counts, and you want to claim for the top 16, because obviously when we move on to the regional finals, we then get on to global finals, and we're going to be slowly whittling it down to the best team is going to come out on top at the end of the day, because only one wildcard team actually goes on to the global finals, Maxman.
That's why it's a battle royale.
So that's when you see the likes of SRY coming out with 44 points in 2 games, and a chunk of those points are from kills alone. That's when you're kind of going, okay, this team is ready for the global finals.
They're off to a really good start. I'm not once again, if you did miss the action, game number 1 didn't go over to Team Rose, but in game 1, still SRY were in 5th position, and they got a huge amount of kills in that game.
Got 15
like
points. 15.
Was it 15 on game 1? Okay, it was 15
points.
on that one. Which one? There was a team that got 8, 9. I don't not matter.
I think it was Nova.
Probably Nova. And that second game, once again on Sanhok, it did go over to Team Sorry, and they got like just absolutely shredding it. As we are now about to drop on the first game of Erangel of this semi-finals, spicy goodness about to arrive.
That was a lovely transition as these teams are going down the plane. Trajectory is very much on the west coast side of this map, so teams are looking to head over towards North George Pool Hospital, Primorsk, even Pachinki School in Roscoe, very easily accessible, and then military base could be definitely an option.
Imperium, I got one question for you.
Yes.
Which team is going to be dominating Pachinki?
Don't Rose. There you go. Rose.
Okay. We'll
am I right?
I'm going to follow you on that.
Come on,
I'll
if you're going to ask me a question, at least, tell me the answer if I'm right or wrong.
We'll have to wait and see. But once again, we have Team ELEMENTRIX, so once again, I did have a chat with them a few days ago, and they do love George Pool. We didn't even have to ask them to know they love the containers of George Pool. It's just such a good drop location. You got a lot of cover. You also got easily enough loot to stack up your entire team. So ELEMENTRIX is going to be going for that position, I do believe, right now. And who is going then? Once again, Rose. They are going for George Pool, and they are going in hard.
No, Rose. Yeah, Rose are going in for.
Sanhok. What's the?
Okay, let me continue this on
There it is, Pachinki.
as Maxman gets his stuff together in this Erangel map. We do see this first safe zone about 50-50 of the teams in the safe zone. Of course, yet to really kind of find their place, but I reckon it's about 50-50.
Are we please going to have a military base finish? I've been asking for it.
We won't.
Oh, come on.
I just want to be one of those guys that just shut you down.
You're so negative,
yeah, I know.
Imperium.
I know.
So RG, seems like RG, they know they're dealing with Rose and they just don't want to go for Pachinki. So they're just going to be dropping really far away. They can easily rotate in the zone. The zone is going to be mainly towards that center/west side of the map. So the team's going to have to rotate. Though AST going to be exchanging shots with Team ELEMENTRIX, and doesn't seem like AST is coming out on top as they have one member knocked right off the bat.
ELEMENTRIX lying in third place overall, wanting to rack up those kill points straight away. Now we do see, look at that, the cavalry has arrived, the ambulance has arrived, AST, CnAB for Bob, joining to revive his teammate. Excellently done, but it's not going to stop ELEMENTRIX from potentially going on to AST. It all depends on what AST do now. Seems like they're just going to drive away.
George Pool is an ELEMENTRIX area, and you didn't want to deal with that. Also, I think that they didn't have enough resources to regen him back up. So at that point in time, you're going to be having the upper hand going over to Team ELEMENTRIX. So you're better off just leaving. You have a lot of areas around George Pool when you can get some loot for yourself. So you're better off just playing it passive. And especially AST, they mainly playing it positioning points. They're not really that good at kills. Once again, in 9th position with only 1 kill. So maybe avoid early game fights and once again aim for those positioning points because it's working out really good for them so far.
It is. And as far as I know, No Mercy are deep down in the depths of Primorsk, in the deep south of this map. From my recollection, don't quote me on it, mind you, I might be wrong. They do like to land in Primorsk, if I am correct. However, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, as gamers of PUBG occupy that. Gamers of Pakistan, my apologies, occupy that school area. T25 just quite near them, but you know, still occupying their own compound, looting up quite effectively. It is the early stages of this game, Maxon.
T25 as a team is like, they're a good team in terms of team fight potential, but like one of their issues, one of their big flaws I've been able to see during like the group stage and also the first few games you had today is their repositioning is not that on point. When you get to like zone 4, 5, 6, that's when they start being a little bit all around the place. Their synergy starts lacking pretty heavily. So they've got to try and really get that shot caller. I don't know who it is on their side, but like that shot caller must really try and like rethink his process of choosing areas to rotate to for the next zone.
Could be maybe they just don't feel that confident and in terms of being in their position against these kind of higher base teams. But yeah, of course, if they've learned from the last couple of weeks, they will do, as we do see Nomad Warriors in another area of the map, knocking down the Destroyer. Destroyer lying in last place right now and not having the best start. But Nomad Warriors, they are continuing to impress us.
They're doing great. Like, once again, during group stage, they were a little bit all around the place. So far, they've been really doing a good job. In terms of positioning this early on, Nomad Warriors, they are in 4th position.
Yep,
4th position with 38 points. Actually, really interesting fact is Team ELEMENTRIX, Nomad Warriors, and Rose are in 3rd, 4th, and 5th place, respectively. They're all at 38 points. So they're going to have to like try and, like, a few kill points will make the difference.
Yeah, exactly. That's how close these groups are, these games can be, and every kill will matter because 1 kill point for any of those teams, so to speak, automatically puts them ahead of the other. Now we do see Camp Twin are very close to Team 15 in the upward building. That is CS Pro Gaming. We have seen both teams pull out decent positioning right now. One member trying to shoot out a grenade, and we do see disconnect. He is kind of on his own, yes, and he's moving around, so he is being scoped out. It could be essentially a 4v1 situation, as you see action going on. Yes, disconnect being blown out by both Nit and Adil together. That is one member of Camp to win down.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it can pay off to really split in a compound to get some loot, but here, unfortunately, when you have another team, when you see there's a team in the compound, just reposition and regroup as soon as possible because they like completely went against them, and that's CS Pro Gaming taking the opportunity.
But I don't get why Disconnect kept moving around and actually, instead of being proned and trying to move around a tiny bit there, he actively moved around, which really exposed his position in that building. So not the best choice coming out from him. It does put Camp2Win under a small bit of pressure, but of course, hey, look, Camp2Win, they've got some good results overall between group stages and the semi-finals. They are currently in 6th, so by no means, and they're only 2 points behind those 3 teams that share the same points, so definitely not a bad place for them. ELEMENTRIX, 3rd place overall, close to CS Pro Gaming. Have some fantastic results overall between the two games so far. Let's see if they can continue.
They rotated away from George Paul. They're going to try and set their location in the zone. They were still in zone, so they were fine, but they're just trying to get a better positioning. Because once again, ELEMENTRIX, since day one, do you remember that first game on Vikendi? When they were just completely outnumbered and they just had only 1 car and they were able to pull it off with a road of smokes and they were able to reposition super nicely. So since that day, ELEMENTRIX has been the god of repositioning, and they're showing it again. Like, they're just setting up the game early on for themselves before the zone closes up, and it potentially is going to be an inland zone. So those high-end locations, which they did go, they get on the top side of a mountain, really good position to go for.
Actually, you could be right. We actually could genuinely get a military base finish. One thing to point out, though, is that right now, out of the safe zone, I'd say around 25% of it is in the water between the river and the main sealand area. So that's something to know for those teams. However, they are moving in. Like I said, No Mercy are the team that are in the prime position down in that Primorsk area. They can move across the military base if they should do, but now CS Pro Gaming looking to get a couple of shots onto SRY, but not quite doing it.
Yeah, it was the M16. Very steady weapon. Unfortunately, it is a burst weapon, so you can't just spray indefinitely, so you've got to try to get a little bit a better angle to pull off those shots. Though T25, they are now on the move. They did stay in that compound for a really long period of time, but now they are in the blue zone and they're going to have to rotate out right now. No one is really going to stop them. Like, no one is on their path to the zone, so they should be fine.
Gamers of PUBG in the Rozhok area there,
depends if they go through that area.
Exactly, of course. Time will tell based on where they want to go. If I were them, I would go very much as, look at that knockdown member of SRY. He knows that ELEMENTRIX are there because he would have heard the vehicle, and he's just going to look to try to hide behind a bale.
RG, they're going to be rushing past the compound of Team CS Pro Gaming. They're going to try and trade fire just back and forth. Do they get any kills? I'm not too sure. They do not get a knock, but though ELEMENTRIX, they did have the Molotov finishing blow on one member of Team Sorry. Nicely done. But now they're still holding the same compound. Nomad Warriors, once again, another high contender of this game. They've been shown off really strong in these 2 first games on Vikendi and Sanhok, expecting a lot on this Erangel map.
Very much have, as this next safe zone has closed in. I reckon only about 25% of the teams left standing are in the safe zone, maybe even less. We're looking at about 4 to 6 teams between the inside the safe zone and on the edge of the safe zone. Likes of No Mercy are going to have to now start moving in. We aren't going to get a military base finish, unfortunately, Maxman. Sorry to disappoint you. I know you have a sad face right now.
Me sad boy.
But me sad boy, as that loot crate has an AWM, but because it's in the river, is it going to be worth it for these players?
Nah. Don't give it a try. If it's in water, it's never worth it. It's a trap. Don't give it a try. Still 16 teams though, so really nice. We only lost like 3 members early on, so I'm really happy to see that actually happening. Once again, they're just going to try and set location. Though OnyX, they are going to be setting their home base on this bridge location. Once again, as is not military base zone, teams are going to have to rotate out, especially like it was Team OnyX, but you had another team that was on the east side. I don't know which one it was. Was it Rose?
Yeah, it was Rose.
Okay, so there's one team that's going to make it through that location, so it's a good point to hold on.
It was Rose, yeah, I believe it was Rose. OnyX, they're not looking good so far. Max, and in the overall position, they are currently 14th. And when you consider the fact that after the group phase, they were, I believe, in 3rd place, not where they want to be. I'm sure they are as disappointed as anybody in their performance so far, so hopefully they can kick things up a notch in this 3rd game. It is Erangel, different map, different opportunities, different times to make a big impact.
Going to have to try and do an impact as soon as possible because the zone still is closing up and we saw a lot of teams on that west side of the zone. I think we can expect like probably 2-3 teams to go down at that period because they're going to have to try and rotate into the zone. So that, like, we might see a few teams going down really soon.
Fully agree.
As a Nomad Warriors though, and Nova in the distance. But like after the compound going over to Nomad Warriors, they're going to be trading fire back and forth. Xiaozi getting pretty low. And he doesn't have a lot of cover though. Nova, they're just going to, like, we had 2 members that were a little bit too far, but we do have the info on them right now. This will be now a 4v4 fight. As Nicole actually made it on the roof. How did he make it on the roof, though? Like through. Okay,
he didn't make it on the roof. He's inside the building.
No, he's on the roof. Look. He's on the roof. There you go.
He's on the roof.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's going to trade fire back and forth. Novax Yaozi going to take the car, try and reposition. They're trying to get another compound, so to make it fair and even. I do enjoy that. Nicely done by Nova. I was a little bit, like, not happy with what they pulled off in that second game of Sanhok. Their synergy was a little bit all around the place. Way more enjoyable right now, what we're seeing from Nova.
Yeah, 100%. They do still need to kick things up a notch because right now they are currently lying in 9th place overall. It's middle of the ground, so it's around middle of the ground. Sorry, 8th, not 9th, my humble apologies. Middle of the ground, so definitely not something to be too disappointed in. But like I said, when we are looking to get the best teams to go on to regionals, when we're looking for the best teams to go on to the globals, you want to pick it up as Satsura is under pressure, is going to be shot from the mainland. For now, he does survive.
We mentioned that a few minutes ago. Don't go for that. Prey is not worth it, and he's going to get surrounded, and they might even have the information that he's going to be trading fire right on top of Team Sorry. RGStarTeam, they are owning this compound and not letting anyone get too close. And Sorry, they're going to try and regroup once again. Like, Team Sorry been split quite a lot this game.
They have, but you got to say right now, in my opinion, Maxon, RG actually have a better position. They have a lot more protection. They have the kind of the buildings and those crates around them that they can kind of hide behind. Yes, SRY might have a slightly higher position, but they don't have the level of protection because Joker with that sniper trying to get those clutch shots on, but not quite connecting for now.
Not connecting was the Kar98. Unfortunately, we saw that zone that came up Imperium. It's very plain focused. Though OnyX going to try and pull up the flank on his own, but one-man army will not work out for them as OnyX going to try and reposition as a full-man team. And KharDimaghh just trading fire straight back into Can.
Vegeta is going to look to go up to revive that member of OnyX, which is Can, but he's going to have to be careful because we do see that KharDimaghh are still up in terms of, I believe they still got 4 members, but now Wolf joining his team to nearly knock down Death. Shadow having to push him back into that building compound. OnyX, you've got to get it back together as a 4-man squad.
Yeah. OnyX on the back for a few seconds, be able to trade off really well and put and like take the advantage on side of KharDimaghh. They're going to try and regen back up. They're going to try and engage as soon as possible. They're going to try and get in that one-man house. They should be able to do so pretty fast, though. OnyX still, they around 75% HP for all of their members. And look at the side of KharDimaghh. They have one member that's extremely low, going to try and regen back up. But though he's looking for the rush, they do get one knock on Eagle Shot on the side of KharDimaghh. Now this is turning into a 4v3 Imperium. KharDimaghh definitely losing this fight so far. They're able to trade fire back and forth between their Shadow and Wolf. Going to rush this compound once again, but they do not have the cover, so they're just going to be easily giving over some knocks over to Team KharDimaghh. Going to have another engage, though, in that compound. Vegeta going to get that nice flank for themselves. OnyX still, Vegeta and Miz are up and alive. And where's the last member? He just left that house, and that's going to be might be able to turn it around, though. Going to have a peekaboo right there through that compound. But Vegeta just getting a little few shots, almost down to mid HP. But like OnyX doesn't need to rush that. He can just regen them back up. But he knows
needs to move in.
He's
he
trying
has
to
move in.
He's going to have to try and do it right now. He's going to try and get through this window. Can he get it? I'm not too sure. But they have the information. They can hear his steps. Spray with the AKM. He gets the up hand. 1, 2, 3. He's so low, though. Imperium and Khan is just around the corner. Going to try and regen back up. He does get back to 75% HP. But he does get knocked at the end of the day. KharDimaghh losing their fight versus Team OnyX. They didn't lose any members.
Did they not lose? No, they did not.
Didn't.
You were dead right. They got knocked down, but I wasn't sure if kills had actually been traded. Look, you got to give respect to KharDimaghh. They stayed where they were. This is a team that kind of are in the lower end of the standings, really pulling it onto OnyX. OnyX, they needed a team fight to step it up a gear. It was looking a little bit shady, but they come out on top. So nicely played by them as a 4-man squad, still staying alive, but now in around the kind of farm compound area. We see CsPro Gaming and Nomad Warriors potentially clashing.
Yeah, Nomad Warriors, there are 3 members right here. I don't know if they have a 4th, like if he died earlier. We didn't have the information on that earlier on, unfortunately, but still, that seems like it will be a 3v2 situation going over to CsPro Gaming. And they have two lines of sight, so they can get the upper zone. This zone is going to be shut up once again. The Pachinki Mountain is now going to be out of zone, so not an area going to be aiming for. You have this center compound, so Pachinki compound is going to be around the corner. That's going to be definitely the first location you want to try and aim for.
Maxon, only one team is realistically in the safe zone. That's hype.
And they got to go for the compound.
All the other teams are on the outside.
And they're going for it. Look, they're just rotating to the compound right now, and if they hold that position, they're going to be big team for this third game on Erangel.
Would RG not turn around and take that loot crate? Come on. It's spicy.
Come
it's
on.
right there in front of you. You know, it has
it's an AUG, okay.
But then again, they don't know what's in it. So,
Yeah.
of course, if I were them, I'd actually turn around and get it because they've got about 17 seconds until the Saison starts moving in. Playzone has taken out a couple of members of OnyX on the side note, by the way, Maximum. As you do see, Rose, Nomad Warriors, and CsPGPk, 3 of the top teams right now in this spring split.
Nomad Warriors just going to be rubbing their hands, waiting for the kill to break out between Rose and CsPGPk.
Oh, look at
Might be
that.
some
Nomad
members.
Warriors driving away.
Yeah, Nick going to be losing a few more HP though. Oh, CsPGPk, they're going to be getting a knockdown and getting that kill instantly. Very by the book kind of play from Rose though. Emerges just around the corner. He does get a few kills out, but he sees him. Where's the Uzi in that range? It is a huge weapon. Just one entire stop and you get one kill for yourself. A little off spray coming up from Nick. Was that M4? Not getting much out of that, unfortunately. That's just Rose dominating. This wasn't your compound, but it feels like it.
It does indeed, but you gotta still give credit to CsPGPk. They're still taking it to Rose a little bit. Rose are constantly improving game by game. Nomad Warriors, what those two members of Nomad Warriors did was definitely risky and it didn't pay off getting into that vehicle. I thought it might, but it didn't, so that's something hopefully they will learn from. They were hoping that Rose and CsPGPk will be too busy concentrating on each other, but they heard the vehicle, turned around, got the kills onto Nomad Warriors, and now they are going to keep their attention back onto CsPGPk as AST. In the open, two members low in health, Sapphire and Zacko coming up against No Mercy need a good result.
Look at that shack of dreams, but not working out for Team AST. Unfortunately, CsPGPk is still going to be around. They're still pulling off that 2v4, but still no Warriors.
Look at No Mercy, Max. And like they're so separated.
I thought you were going to say so sexy
open
for a second.
Okay. Like, I know I'm a fan of them and I've interviewed them, but the interview hasn't gone that far, Max. And okay, Jesus, keep it PG. But yet they're so separated that it just gave AST such an open to pick them off one by one. So, No Mercy, they need to group together. I know they tried to get smoke grenades out there, but either way, bad mistakes happen as Rose in the middle of the field. Look at this for a view out in the open.
They do end up the life of one extra member of CsPGPk. They do also get near in the distance, which is a rip for them. 14 kills still remaining. Imperium still in this very small zone, but RD, they do have this house, but again hit right behind by Team ELEMENTRIX, having that huge high ground location for themselves. But though Junior, he's just rushing in. I know you're the rush man of your team, but this is not working out. You've got to have a little bit of synergy on your side, and Junior might be going down right now, and that's a huge mistake coming out for Team ELEMENTRIX.
Look at Rose coming in, picking up the pieces, knocking down RG one by one, and they are going to rob the kills from ELEMENTRIX.
Damn it, that was a nice move from Rose, just waiting for an opportunity, just like vultures, and rubbing their hands to get that kill. ELEMENTRIX, though, they were done a few mistakes, like synergy-wise, that was not great, but where's the next zone going to be? Imperium is going to be right on top of that compound where Hype has put up their home base. Hype, they're having the perfect situation to get this game back.
The Nepal team of dreams.
Yeah, the Destroyer also really good.
Yeah. So yeah, Rose came in. That was a really great play by them. Squad, I believe, finished off RG. I don't know if they got the full squad wipe, and that has actually continually put ELEMENTRIX under pressure. However, on a side note, both teams have got to start moving in towards the safe zone in the next 30 seconds. The benefit for Rose is that there's actually 2 vehicles they can utilize between the 4 players.
Yeah, but I just love the rushes of Rose. They've been put, like, it's the same kind of play style throughout the entire tournament.
We're going to see this replay.
Yeah, look at this replay. Oh, look at that nice Kar98 move coming out from Joker. And gets Nomad
Rose
Warrior.
came out of nowhere.
They just always come out of nowhere. That's their play style. Just wait for the opportunity, just rushing with the car, just bumping the wall and bumping the enemy team.
Okay, so the good thing for that is that, okay, it's putting ELEMENTRIX under a lot of pressure to try and get the safe zone in a short space of time. They're chasing their tails. But now, No Mercy Ganksy getting a blow on, picking up a couple of knocks for his team, as we do see Rose and OnyX.
Let's go get him, Rose. They're going to try and rush with 2 cars, 4 members still up and alive, but Vegeta, he's making a roll for it, and I'm not too sure if he can actually make it out because he can't respond with heavy fire. He's the only remaining member in that car, and they're just making a rush for it. But OnyX still have Mirza, they still have Vegeta in the middle of the map, so Mirza might be their last chance as they did lose 2 members very early on, but it seemed like Rose just gave up, and now picking a fight with Gaming of Pakistan, and Gaming of Pakistan coming out on top, Imperium.
for now. They do get a couple of knockdowns. One member of Rose are knocked down. That's another kill going over the gamers of Pakistan. But from a distance, you see Hyper trying to get a couple of blows. The final two members of Rose are going on to Hype. Hyper under pressure inside the safe zone. Nixon is trying to get that blow with that grenade. Can he flank it around? He's going to have to duck behind the window, going it on the side of the building, trying to create a little bit of pressure. Nixon is the only member on his own. And once again, in a 4v2 situation, Rose are coming out on top.
A little bit of lack of synergy on their side. They picked two fights at the same time, trying to split their forces. Not really something you want to do. So that was a good opportunity for gamers of Pakistan. Still, Team Hype, they're losing a few members. And they've got to try and be very wary about their situation. Though, once again, the compound is going to be a huge location for Hype and Team Rose. But it seems like Nova, they want to get a piece of that cake Imperium, and they're going to try and like spray from afar. They're going to get third man partied in the distance. I'm not too sure. I think it was maybe No Mercy. I'm trying to hold like all these compounds. So Nomad Warriors, Nurik and Satsura, they're trying to creep behind Nomad Warriors, No Mercy. Trying to get some juicy kills maybe, as the zone is moving in.
Yeah, Nomad
Warriors
they
saw it.
Climbing in. Ganxi sees what's happening. He knows they're inside the safe zone. Can he take down Norik?
Oh,
no,
nice.
Kill gets knocked down by Norik.
Nomad Warriors, they get a kill, but unfortunately he's going to give his location a little bit too early. Satsura going to be the last chance of Nomad Warriors Imperium. Can he pull it off? If he's going to try and regen up kill, I think Satsura might have the information, but Satsura, he has to also take care of that shack where Punisher has set his location. You have to be careful.
We call them the Shack of Hopes and the Shack of Dreams. It all depends on where you are in terms of if you're trying to defend it or attack it. It's always a risky situation. But now we turn our attentions over to the team fight between Nova, the Destroyer. The Destroyer is still in it quite effectively.
Imperium.
And yeah.
The zone is not on that compound, so that's going to be a huge lose. But Rose and Hype, they're in the perfect location to pick that fight. But Hype still, they're a little bit too split. Rose, they are two members still strong, and they can try and respond with heavy fire. The Destroyer, Cam to Win, going to be clashing a little bit back and forth. But also, like, the compound did go over to the Destroyer, though he's rushing out, man. He's playing really aggressive there, but unfortunately no one around the corner.
Oh my God.
Trying to use that card to reposition, but though Hype, they're going to get harassed by the side of the of Team Nova. And they're going to lose members quite heavily, unfortunately. But Nixon, he was trying to play a little bit too sneaky. He did get scouted out. And that's going to be Nova just securing that position for themselves.
Yeah, for now, but the action is still getting underway. Gurkha is getting onto Bandit with that grenade. We are on to Cam to Win. Akish is out in the open, so he's got to be a little bit careful now. We flank around Rose, staying in that building, not making a noise. They know there's a full squad around them, which is the side of Nova. Nova have looked pretty strong, as we do see that Hype is not afraid to come in and trade blows with Nova. And then quite close in the distance is Gamers of Pakistan, Maxon.
Gamers of Pakistan, they're trying to snake their way into this compound. Definitely the move you want to try and pull off. But though, Grenade's going to be coming on through from GN. Can he actually get a knock with that? That would be a huge play.
Oh.
Just put it out. He did cook it a little bit, I do believe. Not enough. So didn't get ready that surprise factor on top of that grenade throw. Another grenade. Oh, like perfect grenade. Can he get out? Oh, yeah. Just doesn't really get the kill. But that was a really nice grenade coming out from the side of Nova. They should probably engage on that action. That would have been a good engage. But he doesn't know he got like damage out there, so he did play a little bit safe.
Look at Gurkha. He's on his own. Only a member of Hype left. We're down to 7 teams, 14 players. That's an average of 2 players per team left. But of course, some teams have more than 2 players alive. Most noticeably, Gamers of Pakistan with 3 members. Rose have 2.
He saw it.
Nova have 3, and now Rose is under a little bit of pressure. Look at the scope out, Punisher, or one member of Gamers of Pakistan.
Heavy fire back and forth. Rose, they're going to have to try and stay in this compound. Still 2 members remaining. That's Hoj and one of the beasts of the Rose Imperium. Nova eSports still, they haven't given up this location whatsoever. Gurkha just chilling in his shack. You know, it's a really good location to set for your next vacation if you want to. Yeah, they're still going for it.
This is one of the most clustered finishes I've seen in a game for a while.
7 teams in such a small zone.
It is. And now Gamers of Pakistan are trying to move in. The building compounds were very heavily featured, but now the advantage is going over to Team 6 and Team 9, which is Camp to Win and Hype. They are both in the safe zone.
Oh, they saw Gurkha, unfortunately, but he's not going to take any damage right there, so he'll be fine. They are using that loot crate as defense, so I do really like that. Grenade going to be cooked a little bit. Actually, does do some damage on Loki or Camp to Win.
But another one onto Gurkha. Gurkha's going to have to be careful. No, it doesn't quite connect. They're actually smoke grenades.
Smoke road coming out from Nova and Hype. That's going to give an opportunity for Gurkha to try and reposition towards the safety of that compound. It's going to be a very risky move to do because Nova are still 3 members strong. They will be able to take him back. Oh, that
so close.
connects.
No, Gurkha.
Oh, another one. Let's go. 2 grenades. That's going to be hype. Going to be taken down. Wait, that was
his own grenade.
That was his own grenade. Oh, damn it.
You know why? Because he threw one grenade, okay, and the grenade that came out from Camp to Win knocked him out, and then he got killed by his own grenade. So, wow. Feels bad, man, as AY trying to get onto Rose. Nova looking strong in this game. He takes out one member of Rose. I don't know if that's the full squad, right? I do believe so. So Rose are out of it. We're down to 5 teams, 10 players alive. Nova with 2. Gamers of Pakistan with 3. We see Camp to Win with 2. And I believe, yeah, we have No Mercy still in this.
So far, it has been 1 win for Team Rose, 1 win for Team Sorry, both from China. And Nova eSport also from China. So maybe 3 Chinese wins in a row. We'll have to wait and see. We're going to have some 5 kills, 8 kills going over to Team Nova eSport. Absolutely shredding it in this 3rd game on Erangel Imperium.
Yeah, it's exactly what they need. They're lying in 8th place overall, but they want to climb up the standings as each game goes by. Now, we do see that, yeah, as I said, Gamers of Pakistan are in the open, but they kind of have a nice position. Realistically,
got swept out.
Right now,
They won over.
Right now, to be honest, the advantage is very heavily onto Camp to Win because they have 3 players alive. They're all in the safe zone. You do have that loot crate protecting Ackley, and then that one member of OnyX is moving in. It's all about who's going to have the absolute perfect aim, the perfect focus to spot out the enemy team. But right now, advantage Camp to Win.
Also, they have this 3rd-person view, so it's going to be a huge advantage for them to actually use, if they can use it properly in this game. Does he have the information on Mirza? I don't really think so.
I don't think they do.
So if they go past Mirza, that's going to, he can pull off a huge flank on Gamers of Pakistan.
Here's the thing, the only team that can actually look for the enemy, in my opinion, is Camp to Win. Gamers of Pakistan and OnyX, they're all looking after themselves, if that makes sense. They are not really worried about, let's say, where the enemy team are. They're just worried about trying to get themselves into a safe position now as Kish rains down Supreme and takes out one member of Pakistan already. That is Yaman. So, Pakistan down to 2.
A little bit of spray coming out with that Scar. He's just going to be trying to scout some people out. Oh, that nice grenade coming up from Gamers of Pakistan. Though Mirza, look at it, he's going to be getting that flank on top of Panic. Does get that one knock. Now he doesn't have that really, that grass is going to be just spotted out by also Camp to Win. OnyX gets an extra kill, and Mirza doing a really good job. He's going to try and smoke his way into that fight. Gamers of Pakistan, there was 3 members strong, and they lost 2. That was Panic and Yamin. Alpha, you have the last chance for your team, but they will get that spot on Mirza, very unfortunately. Now, Alpha, can he pull off the 1v3 clutch? We already saw it last weekend. Can we have another clutch coming out from Alpha? They just take a little bit of damage back and forth. Could try and use that smoke for himself, but he's going to get sprayed by Lorky.
Oh my god, he's managing to survive.
Look at it, no. Careful, he's taking a lot of damage back and forth. Lorky there, you have the snake there, you can already see him. You can see G-Play, and also Aki is trying to rush him very slowly, but surely. And this might be the end. I think I heard a grenade coming on through. He's going to try and spray, but unfortunately doesn't spray in the right location. And the grenade from Lorky on Camp to Win does get that securing, killing a blow. Camp to Win getting that chicken dinner on game number 3.
Camp to Win finished so strong, was lying second. Sorry, they were lying in 6th place and got 2nd place in the last game match, and they followed up with a win and a decent amount of points, not the highest. Then you have Gamers of Pakistan in 2nd, OnyX in 3rd, Mirza being the clutch player for his team, Nova in 4th, No Mercy in 5th, a better finish for them, Rose in 6th, and Hype in 7th.
Rose, they're in 6th position. It feels they did a really good job, but like they just got so many fights in a row. I think they should have played it passive. Like at some point they were playing it up against Team Hype, I do believe it was. No, Nova, sorry. And they tried to pull the trigger. I don't think they needed to. Like the zone, they were still in the zone at that location. But anyways, we're gonna have a few highlights for all of you people at home.
Look at that like, fantastic. Molotov cocktail to finish off SRY not having the best of games right now in this 3rd game. OnyX and KharDimaghh, they were just going at each other. It lasted a little bit longer than, in my opinion, it should have, but OnyX did overall come out on top. Joker with that snipe shot onto Aldic was amazing, and now we do see Gamers of Pakistan going in, taking out Rose, or 2 members of them. Let's continue on with the highlights.
Yeah, like now, that was Nomad Warriors versus No Mercy. That was a huge fight, but still, Nomad Warriors, they were doing a really good job, but unfortunately gave his position a little bit too early on, get swiped out. And that was also Gamers of Pakistan. That was the start of their snake strat, and also good. Look at that, he escaped barely, but still exploded himself as an absolute mad lad.
Hey, look, you know, when you got nothing left to lose, yeah, no, it does happen, unfortunately. He was doing so well up until that point. Then came down to a Kish 3v1 situation. He knocked Sorry, not Akesh, my apologies. Gamers Pakistan, it came down to 3v1. Nothing he could do. And Camp to Win come out on top.
Camp to Win with
36 points.
6 kills. 10 kills going over to Team Rose. Like, we already told them, first weekend of group stage, they had 70 kill points. And they want to try and break that record right now. They got 10 extra kills. Yeah, man, it's all about those kills at the end of the day. So Rose really doing a good job. 22 points going their way on this third game. No Mercy going to be securing 6th, 7th position over to Nomad Warriors. And Hype, they are in 8th. So Hype has been a team that has been always in the lower section of the group stage. They've been pretty low most of the time, but seems like they're finding their safe spot where they can always land most of the time. So I'm really happy to see that Hype is in that in that half portion of
For
the
sure,
game.
yeah. Nepal team wanting to make waves. These teams have started to improve. As I said, OnyX needed a good result. Coming out with 28 points is definitely what they want to do to try and further their progress in the semi-final. It's still day one. It's still the start of the semi-final. Of course, there's a lot of games to come. 16 games each team is going to play. So this is we're barely a quarter into the action of the semi-final. So a lot to play for.
These are so far it's only 3 games for all of these teams.
Yeah.
And it's a total of 16. So once again,
Yeah,
it's just the start of it. And a lot of action going to be coming on through. Once again, we have this weekend, 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Next weekend, also Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 6 total days of PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split action. Once again, brought to you through the power of Vivo, the official sponsor and smartphone of this Spring Split. So if you want some juicy gameplay out there, go check out the Vivo smartphone.
And of course, before we go into break, if you have missed any of the action in terms of group stage, you want to check how we've got to this point for these teams, you can head on over to clubopen.pubgmobile.com to check VODs, schedules, results, all that jazz. And of course, whether you're watching us on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, hit that like, hit that follow, hit that subscribe so you can stay notified on when we go live.
I can see that. Go check it out. That is the youtube.com/PUBGMOBILE eSport. That is the channel on which we are live right now. Once again, hit that subscribe button. Anyways, thank you for watching this third game on Erangel. Once again, if you did miss the action that just happened, game 1 did go over to Team Rose.
Yep.
Team Sorry on that second game on Sanhok. And then this last game did just go over to Team Camp to Win. Who's going to be taking game number 4? We'll see that in just a few short minutes. We good.
There's definitely a couple of points in that.
Up your game. Vivo V15 series. Vivo.
Zombie, Darkest Night, the newest mode in the zombie universe, is here. This time, the rules are different. No more parachuting, as players will be placed at random locations on the map when the match begins, and there is no single winner. Players must work with their teammates to spend one long night in the match and stay alive until the sun comes up. Waves and waves of zombies will spawn during each of the 3 foggy periods at night, and supplies should only be scavenged when the fog fades. The main objective is not to defeat other players, though this doesn't mean they are harmless. Players may need to work with other teams when necessary, but should also watch their backs in case the Fragile Alliance goes south. This will be a unique experience for every player involved. This new mode also comes with a passive skill for every player. Understanding these skills will be the key to staying alive in this long night. Can you ride out the night?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome your beautiful faces back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split, brought to you through the power of Vivo, the official sponsor and smartphone of the split. We're ready to go into the last game of the day on Erangel.
Yeah, of course, before we get into the last game of the day, of course, if you've missed any action so far today or through the previous weeks as we got through the group stages and whittled these teams down, you can head on over to clubopen.pubgmobile.com for all the information on standings, all of the VODs, anything like that, whether it's the wildcard region or any of the other regions currently being featured in the PUBG Mobile Club Open.
Also, if you're watching us live from YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, respectively, please don't hesitate to hit that like, subscribe, or follow button to be notified once we do go live.
Yeah, and heading into this 4th game, we've had some spicy results, a couple of little bit of changes coming down into the leaderboard, heading into this last game. SRY still do occupy first place on 79 points, but considering they were about 30 points ahead, 29 I believe, after game 2, they are only 5 points ahead, as we do see the standings are up in front of us. Rose have jumped up big time, Maxman, with 60 points in 3rd place, Nova 4th, Nomad Warriors 5th.
Yeah, and ELEMENTRIX in 7th position. They were second standing in the group stage, and so far they've been doing like consistent, but like not on the high end of consistency. Unfortunately, today in PMCO, so they got to try and work on that with 45 points, very close to Games of Pakistan, and also CsPGPk was only 1 extra point ahead. And they're like, we'll look at that. Was a Cam to win. They got 60 positioning points. They are dominating in terms of positioning points. They're doing a great game so far.
Yeah, of course. Now, we are still looking at the points in terms of from a very close point of view between, let's say, 8th place and 3rd place. Maxon, there's only 15 points dividing them. But then there is a bit of a jump up between SRY and Cam to win. Cam to win, when we were when we got into the group stages, you said they were a team that to beat. And then they kind of had a couple of disappointing performances through the next group stage games. But coming into the semi-finals, starting strong.
They have put their gameplay to the next level as we're going to have this lower section of the standings going to be shown to you guys. KharDimaghh in 16th position. Like early on, like that fight with OnyX on that third game on Erangel, the last game on Erangel, they just got swiped out so early on. Once again, early on, you want to try and avoid these fights as much as possible. But at that point, also, they were in a location where they couldn't peel back because what was behind them was like basically just water.
Cliff.
A cliff. Yeah, that was like, it's called a cliff. Yeah, that's it.
What's it in French, Maxon?
In falaise.
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 There you go.
So yeah,
omelette du fromage. So and then once again, like we're still seeing the likes of OnyX. They have climbed positions to 11th place from 14th, so they're making a couple of progression, little bits of progression up. But in my opinion, it's not enough, Maxman. It has to be more because they finished, I believe, in 3rd place that last game. But it was with one player alive, and when you're a team that have put so much work in and so many good results in the group stages, to not follow that up in any kind of same manner coming into semi-finals, I do slightly worry for them.
Yeah, some teams that were a little bit disappointed in the group stage that are showing up today, and some teams who like expecting so much from them. They've been a little bit underperforming today. So it's very interesting to see. Like also, this is the semi-final, so the level of gameplay is going to be way more even. So you're going to have a lot more clashes that are going to be happening, and it's going to be really even, especially once again, like KharDimaghh and OnyX. Once again, even though KharDimaghh went out really early on and OnyX did secure that 3rd place position, that fight was so close.
It was. It shouldn't have been as close as it was. The member that wasn't with OnyX on that fight against KharDimaghh, in fairness, was the member that survived until the last stages. So that was definitely kind of redeemed himself from that point of view. But I do feel that in future games, go as a 4-man squad. There was no real benefit from him being out there in the distance from what we saw. However, of course, it can be different on different situations. I do want to talk about Nomad Warriors. Once again, this fantastic team from Kazakhstan. Fantastic, like nice to see countries being represented so much across this wildcard region.
In 5th position last game.
5th position last game, and they currently lie in 5th place overall. So even Stevens, consistency across all games. Even Stevens.
Never heard that.
It's actually the name of a TV show on a side note. I believe in Nickelodeon that had Shia LaBeouf on a side note. Anyway, the more you know. So yeah, no, in terms of consistency of results, they've really pulled out fantastic plays. And compared to the group stages, I'm very impressed with them.
Yeah, like we're going to have to see if they're going to be able to pull off a good fight in this 4th and last game of the day. Once again, if you missed the action of the 3 first games, game number 1 in Vikendi did go over to Team Rose. Second game in Sanhok did go over to Team Sorry. And this last game, once again, went over to Team Cam to win, which is from Nepal. So it paid off. You told me they were warming up. Are they going to get 2 games in a row, though, Nepal? We'll have to wait and see. Like, they have so many teams playing in this game of Group A versus Group B. Like, it's just, you got Cam to win, you got also Team Hype, you got also ELEMENTRIX, one big team of Nepal. A lot of players are expecting way more from that team.
Yeah, definitely. I know. Sorry, I'm just I don't know why I kind of got fixated.
I was expecting yes, Nepal.
Well, no, because in fairness, during the group stages, if you had been watching, I kind of got a little bit. I wouldn't say I got biased for Nepal, but I very much got behind the support. In my opinion, probably a little bit too much as a caster that's trying to play level field. So coming into these semi-final stages, I will, of course, acknowledge and love and really get behind, in general, the support the likes of Nepal have in terms of their teams, all 7 teams qualifying from the group stage. But I've got to show love and respect for the likes of countries that are being represented, such as China, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Australia, the side of No Mercy, who I've had various chats with. So yeah, I'm going to play a little bit more level-headed and kind of see how it goes throughout the semi-final.
I can't even imagine if there was a team from Ireland in the wild card.
Like, hey, look, in fairness, I've competed in events throughout my years where I've been the only person representing Ireland, so I know what it's like. And if that was the case in the PUBG Mobile Club Open because there's still a fall split coming up later on in the year. Hey, look, you know, be that team and I will support you to the ends of the earth.
Okay, well, I'll have to wait and see. Maybe some Ireland teams will be coming in full. After one.
Of course.
Maybe. Anyways, the game is going to be unfolding very soon. Once again, it is game number 4 on Erangel. A lot of action last game. It did play really passive early on, which once again you are expecting on Erangel. But a lot of action is going to be unfolding in the next upcoming seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split brought to you by Vivo, the official sponsor and smartphone of this split. And if you are watching us live on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, please don't hesitate to hit that like, follow, or subscribe button to stay notified when we do go live. Right now, you have the Indian Series J is going on right now. It just went live.
Yep.
So after this stream, you don't leave, stay with us. But after,
I was just going to say,
after if you want to look like some mildly okay gameplay, like you can go to India, but wildcard, it's where it's at.
I like the way you said mildly okay gameplay because I thought you were going to go down a different route.
No.
But yeah,
Wildcard's the best.
Wildcard's the best for gameplay. We've got the best countries. We've got the best representation.
And casters.
And we've got the best map, even though they're the same map. We are into game 4 Max Man.
I am waiting for this military base finish Imperium. One day we'll have a military base zone. I swear there will be
In the words of Martin Luther King, I have a dream.
The one day this nation will rise up. Hey, I know it by heart. I learned it in English classroom, okay?
Wow, you're not just a pretty face, Max, as you do see. Camp to Win have dropped early on along the likes of ELEMENTRIX. Like I said, I got it right, Maxon. No mercy.
Always
they
Primorsk,
love to drop in Primorsk. I thought I'd recognize that in that last game, and they followed up by dropping in the same spot. OnyX looking to drop around and land in about military base. That's a fan area of them, of course. Rose own Pachinki.
Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Imperium. Always go to the same location. Yep. OnyX, once again, they're going to go towards military base. I like that. I like their style.
Yeah, I do.
Me likey. Me likey big time.
Scott to do a Florida.
Oh, this is going to be a Scratta do full game, yeah.
For sure. As you do see, ELEMENTRIX also dropping around the North George Pool / hospital area. We do see a lot of teams around that. Maxon, as we will see, the first safe zone will be occupied as it is around the kind of north center of the map. It's very even in terms of where these teams are. About a good 80% of teams are in the safe zone. So a lot of scope, not a lot of movement these teams do need to make. As AST getting a little bit of damage onto Kishan on the Destroyer. I think he's knocked down, if I'm correct.
He's sneaky, trying to stay around the back of Team AST. I don't think really much is going to happen there. Might be able to pull off a clutch, but once again, you might want to try and avoid that fight and just not get scouted out whatsoever. I don't know if they have the info. Seems like they're going all in this house at the same time. They might have the info. It seems like they're playing very cautiously, but they just have the information right there. Going to try and go through, but he does have that shotgun and does get the upper hand shotgun. You don't see a lot of moves, but early on it can be such a deadly weapon in Imperium. Yeah, he's going to try and get on top of him. He's going to try and get it. Oh, he misses his 2 shots. Now you have to reload, and he's going to get taken down with a gun by CNH Bob.
See, in fairness, what S should have done was he should have waited for Omar to go to him. Left Freedom Rain with a shotgun blast to begin with. As you do see that, I believe Destroyer down to a couple of members. But AST come out on top. Great play by them. Good couple of kills to begin with. And they're going to have to move forward and hopefully follow it up.
That's the issue with the shotguns. You miss your shots, you just got, like, you can't spray, you don't have anything like that. It's a little bit like a sniper, but just like short range. So you got to try and, well, it's a little bit weird to say it like that, but you got to try and like be very careful. That weapon is like take a risk, or otherwise you just go home. And he went home right off the bat.
As you do see the...
Once again, ELEMENTRIX, yeah. Always on George Pool.
Of course, followed by the Destroyer. Destroyer wanting to put in a better result than we have seen because they are currently lying, I believe, at the bottom of the table, if I am correct, Maxon. So they want to put in a much better performance, much better result heading into this last game. Close out today's games with a good result.
Also, the Destroyer, like on that last fight, they lost their 2 members. If you saw like on the kill board, like they lost 2. So now it's only 2 members off. And also, you always know George Pool Container, who's going to be there is Team ELEMENTRIX. So 2v4, maybe a fight you want to try and avoid. So I would just peel back if I was them. And it seems like that's what they did do.
My apologies, they're currently lying 15th overall.
15th, okay. Well, they're like in that great area.
But it's not where they should really look to be because, like I said, top 16 teams in the semi-finals will move into the regional finals, and with 24 teams in all of these semi-final stages, we are going to see 12 teams be eliminated. So, yeah, sorry, 8 teams, not 12. My mathematics is terrible. Rose occupying Pochinki, as we are used to seeing gamers of Pakistan in this school area.
Always in school, yeah.
And, yeah, I believe they all are also always in school. Yeah, and school is an area that has, in my opinion, is underestimated on loot. I know players do like to drop there, but I think it is underestimated overall. But you can get a lot of equipment.
Also, if you do drop school, you can rotate to apartment
Exactly.
next door. And if you have to get a little bit more loot for yourself, after it depends if a team did drop there. I think it's better to drop apartment first, then rotate to school if you do have a little like items missing. I think that's
disagree
better.
personally.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, Imperium, we're gonna fight. Okay, you want to fight me?
Yeah, come on,
okay,
then.
come on,
Anyway,
me, bro.
as you do see Destroyer trying to get onto ELEMENTRIX. Now they do take a couple of shots, but they get straight into that boogie, and they're going to move out there. 2 members of their team have already been knocked down, so they are definitely at a disadvantage. We are on to RG, we're on the coast of the map, overlooking the sea, and all they're going to do is get into that vehicle, look to move inland, well into the safe zone, try and find a better position and join the rest of his team. But now Nomad Warriors, T25, very close to each other, Maxon.
They might be clashing very soon. I think they do have the information. They're being very cautious. So I think they did hear the steps of Ares or Satsura on both sides. Yeah, Loki definitely knows. He knows what's up right now. He does have the M4. Really good weapon to have. Like one of the most sustainable and reliable weapons in the entire game with the Scar, with the AKM. And he's just going to be having that for himself. So if he wants to pick a fight, he definitely has the tools to pick a good fight. He could definitely try and do so.
Yeah, he's gone out of the building. He's gone into the building beside him.
There's only 2.
Loki is kind of... Yeah, now Loki and Ares are near each other. That's definitely not a bad thing. Satsura and Nicola are in separate buildings. But with Odin and Zeus not really near the rest of his team, that is potentially a risk for T25.
Yeah, I would not pick that fight. I don't think they can even leave at that point because, like, you saw Nomad Warriors, they were, starting to get multiple angles of fire. They were trying to surround them. And when you want to try and peel away, especially from Nomad Warriors, they showed on that Sanhok game, they were holding those compounds so well. So you're going to have a hard time dealing with that. And as I talk about it, Aldic is going to get 1 knock on the side of Loki for T25, and, Ores is on his own. And that might be 2 kills going the way of Nomad Warriors. But once again, don't sell the skin of the beast before you kill it.
Of course, as we do see Satsura is flanking around, he moves on. Ares knows he's there. He's now going to go around the other side of the building. Satsura sees him around. He's going to be able to knock down Ares. Ares gets wiped out by Satsura. It was a good play coming out from Ares. It was a bit risky. He probably would have been better going into the building and reviving Loki, but he tried to make a play. It didn't work out for him. He gets killed, and that's also going to be another kill going over onto that knockdown Loki. T25 down to 2 members. Another 2 kills going over to Nomad Warriors.
Nomad Warriors in the higher section of the standings so far, and they're already, right off the bat, they're opening the game super well for them. It was 2 kills on T25. T25, I already mentioned that even before the games actually started on Vikendi. Their team, their synergy is a little bit all around the place. When they play as a 4-man team, they can do huge moves. But they just got 2-man teams, and it's just not working out for them.
On a side note, Nomad Warriors currently hold the 3rd highest position in terms of kill points alone on 18 kills over 3 games. So that's a really nice average. They've added 2 more to that. Let's see if they can follow up getting on into this game as the final 2 members of the Destroyer. Definitely going to be licking their wounds somewhat and having to kind of really change up their playstyle and strategy as this safe zone is going to start moving inwards. 8 minutes in, Maxman. 16 teams, 59 players are alive. SRY didn't have the best 3rd games, but with first 2 games, 2 results, they're going to want to try and follow up and end on a good one.
With a chicken dinner on their sleeve on that Sanhok map, they're going to try and respond with heavy fire on Team AST. You have the 2 cars for themselves. They're going to try and rotate back, but SRY, they're responding with quite a lot of damage output. Get a few damage out, but they're a little bit too slow. They do get a knock. Nicely done from SRY. Can he get a finishing blow? I'm not too sure. Once again, Cars very predictable. He does have the M4, but he's going to get also scattered out by Saphira. But look at that. He responds right into his head. 2 members of ST going to be knocked down right off the bat. Going to try and probably get those finishing blows. Wouldn't be really too surprised. But SLY, a little bit split. They're going to try and group back together. He is so low right now, Imperium. Let's get a 3rd for himself. What a beat. He gets a team swipe on his own. SLY destroying them.
Even though... even though, because I'm trying to keep things a little bit calm, of course that hype moment was absolutely fantastic. Even though SRY had 4 players, it was literally a 1v4 situation. fantastically occupied, fantastically executed by that member of SRY. And this is the start they need coming to this last game, as you do see Gamers of Pakistan, RG. The safe zone is split up, Maxman. The river is dividing right in the middle. But of course, quite a good few of these teams are still outside the safe zone.
He's running for it. Zoro does get to the safety of that apartment right next door. He gets away from that 3 members, Yaltan and Jokan, AK, that did set their location in that house.
On a side note, I do remember that one of these Erangel games in the previous games in the group series, if we had a similar situation between both RG and Gamers of Pakistan, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So these teams have been in this position before. If I believe it or not, I do think Gamers of Pakistan won out on top in that situation. But of course, it actually kind of looks like RG have the better of it for now. And actually, Gamers of Pakistan look to be getting into the vehicle and driving away.
Yeah, they're just going to leave that fight, go over to RGStarTeam. They just don't want to pick that fight. Once again, it is pretty early. This is only the second zone, so if you can play passive as much as possible, definitely do so. It's not being scared whatsoever. It's just being really strategic.
It is. It's being very strategic. Playing the game realistically how it should be played, as the loot drop is there. Has an AUG A3, not the most important gun, but with tier 3 armor, so to speak, and tier 3 helmet. It's definitely not a good loot to pick up as OnyX. As a 4-man team, want to get an even better result as they did with more kills on the board. They're not afraid to be aggressive, as we saw in the group stages, but now Rose being put under pressure by No Mercy.
Oh, they almost get one member of Rose down. Now they're going to still be picking that fight with No Mercy. Destroy and kill. They're very close. They do have a little bit of protection, but now the cavalry is here, Imperium. They're rushing in the compound, going to try and get through that back section. Opens the door. He has the information with that third-person view. Hodge can maybe kill Punisher. The thing he actually saw it. Just spray down with that AKM. Doesn't really get him with that nice grenade coming through from Team Rose. Now they do have the upper hand. It's turned to still a 3v3, but they can try and regen one member of Rose. Grenade going to be coming on through, not cooked whatsoever, but no one is around that area. So there will be... Wait, unless he gets in now? But no, he's not going to take it. He's fine. No Mercy kill will be also knocked, Imperium. This is turned now into a 4v2.
Oh, Gangsy does, with the grenade, gets a knockdown onto one member of Rose. So Rose are going to have to be a little bit careful. But right now, No Mercy are definitely looking to be strangled out by Rose, by the expertise. That grenade is going to go in. It was very nicely cooked, probably too cooked, in fairness, Maxman.
Well done.
Yeah, it was a little bit burnt. Maybe he needs to go back to cooking. Class Gangsy flanking around, trying to find out Rose, but Rose gets the knockdown onto Gangsy. Gangsy not being aware of what is going on around him too much. Punisher is still in this, along with Daystro. Daystro and Punisher, are they going to get themselves found out? Daystro gets in that vehicle and moves away.
Yeah, not ready to pick that fight, but Punisher lonely.
Oh no.
I'm feeling lonely. He doesn't see him right now. Oh, he does get the information at the very end because they're responding right back. That's the opportunity for Punisher to get that kill, but doesn't get quite the killing blow, unfortunately. Gets the two for himself. Punisher, can you do the move? That's the no, unfortunately, but still such a nice 1v2 clutch. Barely makes it out, but doesn't really make it all the way.
It makes me think, what could have happened if Daystro had stayed there, Maxman?
That would have been nice.
Yeah, could they have actually gotten that squad wipe? However, Punisher, he didn't. The only unfortunate thing is, even though he got 2 knockdowns, which in turn is going to make Rose lose stuff. But yeah, fair play. RG managed to survive it, but now we do see a lot of action going on. Rose consistently under fire, and now by SRY.
They're going from fight to fight, Imperium. Get it, knock after knock, kill after kill. CsPro Gaming rushing in this compound, and also same for SRY. Rose, they're on the back foot, losing, like Adele was lost on the side of CsPro Gaming. Hodge and one of the beasts of the Rose. They're going to be still 2 members strong, Imperium, and they might not be in a good spot to pick that fight. They might have to leave, but I don't even think they have any cars to do so.
Yeah, I think SRY definitely have an advantage, but credit to Magenta trying to get a kill from below the roof. Low position, going to use a first aid kit behind that wall. All will take is one decent sized grenade coming out from SRY, but they got to be aware that CsPro Gaming are trying to flank around. Like I said, without any real grenades or Molotov cocktails, SRY actually have a fantastic position right now.
Yeah, because they just have that third-person view once again, so when you have the high ground, it's just perfect position to be in. It doesn't seem like anyone had the information on Team Rose. Hodge and one of the beasts of the Rose, Chalk LCC, is also going to be, he was knocked a little little bit early on. So I think no one can really regen him unless someone pulls the trigger right now. But SRY shouldn't really give up that prime positioning for an extra regen. So I think they've got to try and hold that position as well as possible. As Nit is looking to pull the trigger, engage in this how. Not gonna get scouted out by SRY whatsoever. So he's going to be lucky for now. And just going to stay calm, wait for his moment to try and pull the trigger.
Okay, I think Nit's going to wait for the rest of his team to join him in that building before he makes any kind of play. It definitely would be the wisest choice. I like how aggressive he is trying to be. On a side note, though, grenades were thrown out by SRY. Did, I believe, do a little bit of damage on the Hodge, but Merge is inside that building. As I said, Magenta is going outside around that building. He should make a play to try and move in. We do see Nit is also inside that building. So CS Pro Gaming trying to be active with their positioning.
They're going to try and move around a little bit. You're going to be spam grenades. Quick grenade coming out from Hodge. Will it connect? Will it get someone down? Not too sure. Responding with heavy fire from Nick. Not really connecting any of those bullets, but those CS Pro Gaming gonna be losing Nit at the end of the day. Team Sorry responders was heavy fire, as Nit might be, he will be taken out now. CS Pro Gaming, they're pulling the trigger, losing Magenta. They have emerged as the last man up and still standing. And he's looking to go back with heavy fire with the AKM, but unfortunately not able to do any nice moves for his team, and he will be knocked out at the end of the day. And Rose, that is their prime opportunity for him to pull the trigger, engage that fight, and take away Team Sorry. Rose, they were lurking in the shadows, and when they needed to, they engaged and get the 2-squad wipe. Rose.
Brilliant, Rose. Absolutely fantastic. That is how you make a 3-squad compound go to your advantage. So great play coming out from Rose. SRY also did well. CS Pro Gaming were trying to be active with their position and trying to be aggressive, but they weren't there as a full-man squad, to be honest. So that's what they pay off. But we're seeing a lot of action around this middle of the safe zone. It's closing in sooner than we expected, Maxon. This game is getting hot and heavy sooner than we expected because we are into the 60-minute mark and we are down to 13 teams with 41 players alive.
Not worth it. I'm calling it right now. This is not. We saw one member go for it earlier.
What?
Don't do it. Not again. Please don't want 2 games in a row when people try and go for like in the water loot crate. So please, not worth it whatsoever. T25 once again lost 2 members really early on. They're gonna try and pick that fight. Maybe they do have really good positioning. Once again, high ground so important in TPP. They can hold it. They can definitely try and pick that fight. Though this bridge location going to be held by Nomad Warriors and rush in from Team ELEMENTRIX on KharDimaghh. They're taking quite a bit of damage right there back and forth. Going to be having one of the higher grounds from Hack. And just get a finishing blow on Team ELEMENTRIX. ELEMENTRIX, they're trying to rush. They're a little bit too split though. Still 3 members strong. Going to be spamming with that Scar, but he's going to get knocked right back in his face by ELEMENTRIX now. 3 members strong. 3v3 situation Imperium. Going to try and go out of that compound. Why would you rush out of the compound when you have the positioning for your team? That's going to be one more member on the side of KharDimaghh, still up and running. And he's going to be in that higher section. Might not get scouted out. I think they did have the information early on. If the one who died did give the info, that was Sean. But they might try and pick that kill. But they are going up slowly but surely. Going to sneak their way up there. And he's just waiting for the prime opportunity. Can try and make it around. Will they get him? Not too sure. This respond with 85. They knew exactly where he was. Nice communication from ELEMENTRIX as they do swipe out 1 squad. But they do lose Sean in the process.
Yeah, ELEMENTRIX looking pretty good as a 3-man squad now. Yeah, as you said, Sean coming in. I think that was just a little bit of a kind of, he pulled the trigger a little bit earlier than he should have. Maybe not listened to his team or was expecting the rest of the team to join him sooner rather than later. But that was kind of his own undoing, as we do see a bit of action between Hype. RG also getting another couple of kills on a side note, occupying that ruins area, that compound inside the ruins area. It is inside the safe zone. We do see now Team 18 with the Destroyer.
Wait, on Destroy. Oh no, he's trying to play so sneaky, but unfortunately they rushed right on top of him. They had the exact positioning information. For Destroy though, rushing out of the zone area, doesn't really want to pick that 1v4. I do understand, I wouldn't either.
No, I agree that OnyX still is a 4-man team. Nova also still is a 4-man team. It'd definitely be interesting if we can get that list up of what teams have what amount of players alive in this game as we are getting into the middle to the late stages of this game. Gamers of Pakistan just surviving in that building. 3 members alive going up against a 3-man ELEMENTRIX in around the safe zone of the kind of castle.
Oh, look, okay, so I saw something a few days ago. If you do use a smoke in the water and someone is actually in the water, it will reveal their position. So they're trying to use that, I believe, right now to try and have the information. But Satsura, he's not staying around that loot crate, but they are...
Look at Gamers of Pakistan!
They're just going for it. They're just rushing that mountain location on top of T25. Odin going to be just running away, not really wanting to pick that fight. And that's a good thing to do because Zeus is getting absolutely melted.
Yeah.
Gamers of Pakistan just rushing up there. It was so nice.
I do feel that's a little bit of a when rather than if Odin gets taken out. However, like you said, that was a great choice by him. He took a little bit of damage by falling off the cliff, but he's managed to survive. And that's actually helped Satsura on a side note, Maxman. Nomad Warriors Satsura, because he's been able to be distracted by what gamers in Pakistan have been doing in terms of aggression onto T25. As you do see on the right hand side of our screens, the players that are alive on each team come to win: Nomad Warriors, Team OnyX, and Nova and Hype.
And RGStarTeam.
And RGStar, sorry.
So many teams are still
yeah.
man teams. It's really nice. After you got like T25 and the Destroyer was one member remaining. T25 though, got to be careful. You're going to get flanked over by Satsura. I think he just heard the steps right there, so he's already super cautious about his right side. Also, there is Gamers of Pakistan still on the higher portion of that hill. They are getting back in the car. Seems like they want to leave, but Satsura on the move, and I think Odin
getting the high ground.
Might get that opportunity. I think it was a third-person view. Odin got the information. Going to try and regen back up. He does use that energy drink. Coming back up. He's getting sprayed a little bit from where he's kind of sprayed right now through that rock. You can't spray through rocks, Satsura. Unfortunately, Nomad Warrior going to be losing an extra member. And Odin going in hot, going in for the kills. Spicy goodness.
That was a great play coming out from Odin, T25. He's got to secure that kill, but he's got to be careful because he's taking a little bit of damage from around the area. As we now pan over to OnyX and Hype in those buildings. It's a 4v4 situation. Hype starting to get up a little bit in terms of results-wise. Wolf trying to get that grenade on. Gurkha is taking a little bit of damage from Wolf. Wolf is a little bit on his own. Yeah. Where's the rest of his team?
That's a little bit of lack of synergy. As RG, look at them. They are rushing slow. Wait. Oh, no. Okay, just clipping through. It's fine. Look at that. They're going to try and explode that car. If they do so, it might get the killing blow on Wolf. So I do agree with what Nixon is doing on the side of Team Hype. They are holding this compound as well as possible. They are in the zone, so no need to rotate.
But now RG are moving in.
Yeah, RG are now going to be rushing on through with 4 cars under their control, Imperium. I'm just going to be rushing another grenade coming on through as Nixon does get the knock. Nicely done, nicely cooked.
Beautiful. Fantastic play coming out from him. But Wolf is still not dead. He's still in this game for now. And the rest of his own team are now going to join him. RG are close by. The final member of T25 is also outside to say something, but trying to move in quickly as possible. He's going to take a lot of chunk damage from that blue zone, so he's going to want to move in sooner rather than later, and he has just about survived as the main screen has camped to win, and Nomad Warriors going face-to-face in the open mountaintop area.
Yeah, they're going to have to be careful because they're going to have to rotate at some point in time. The zone is about to close in. Where is it going to be standing, Imperium? Will it be on the compound? Will it be there? We'll have to see in a few seconds. 3, 2, 1. It is. Where is it?
No.
Okay, just in 4 seconds there was really weird. But it seems like it is on the compound Imperium. It does seem like.
RG Hype and OnyX potentially could have the benefit of that, as right now we are in the opposite area of the safe zone. Disconnect, trying to find shots onto Nomad Warriors. Nova are also still in this. They have the protection of the cars and the vehicles, looking to take out a little bit of damage onto Lackey. Does poke him with a couple of shots, but not quite enough to knock him down. And Nomad Warriors feeling the absolute heat by camp to win.
Heating it up. Imperium grenade going to be coming on through, going to be cooked. So will it connect? Oh, that would be huge. They're pretty stacked together, but unfortunately no one going down. They're going to be taking a little bit of shots back and forth. Though now he has that third-person view, and he does get the upper hand. Camp to win. Going in hot on Nomad Warriors. Seems like they just don't really pick that fight. Going to get an extra kill for this side. 1 point going their way. Nomad Warriors still 2 members strong. Don't think they really want to try and think that. Also, they are in the open.
Great
spray
shot
from
by
Turtle. Let's go.
Wow, fantastic shots coming out from Turtle to knock one member of Nova down, but it's still safe for Nova. They have got the low ground. It is a little bit risky. They are within the safe zone, so all they need to try and do is reposition the right way. They're moving as 3-man team, but look at Gurkha with the ghillie suit in the bushes. Surprise! Mother Truckers. That is Hype going in onto Nova, potentially getting that squad right.
Peekaboo, ladies and gentlemen. Hype Gurkha pulling off the tricks. Going to call him Houdini today. He's going to try and get that rush. Does get a little buff damage back and forth, but unfortunately that jump shot was nicely done, and Nova going to be taken down. Hype still coming out on top. We'll be able to regen back up Gurkha. They were a little bit split, but they made up for it by doing a huge personal plays. That micro was nice.
It was fantastic because he had the equipment. He had the ghillie suit. Nova were distracted, but now action is still being underway in this game as Camp to win the Kish has been under pressure under fire. Norik in the 2v1 situation. He's not going to survive this. That means that actually Nomad Warriors are, I believe,
deleted.
squad wiped, if I am not mistaken. Gamers of Pakistan, Zoro on his own. Rest of his team is close by. Hype surviving that skirmish coming out from Nova. Great play coming out from them. OnyX still in this. I don't know if Wolf... No, Wolf did not survive. He got taken out, as we do see Camp to win. Racking up the points with those kills. Currently second overall. Let's see what they can do inside the safe zone. We're getting close to this next safe zone. 5 teams, 15 players.
Is it going to be a compound zone going to the advantage of Hype and RGStarTeam? We'll have to wait and see. It's closing up in just the next few seconds. Camp to win, they're a little bit split, but they're going to try and reposition right now. I do really enjoy what they're doing so far.
Look at that final member of Destroyer. Still in it, Maxon.
Just sneaking it, that's fine though. With that mini, able to get one nice knock. Joker, once again, a huge sniper player. He is the sniper for the team, the official sniper for RGStarTeam. And he's doing a really good job with those snipes. OnyX, they are just have very little coverage. That car is about to explode if it hasn't already.
It has already.
It has already exploded, okay.
One thing they do have as a side benefit, Maxon, as you do see this next safe zone is going in, is it kind of is in their favor, but they are going to be heading towards Hype and RG, so it's still a bit of a risk. It's the fact that the likes of Camp to win and the Destroyer are really going to be feeling the heat because they have to move in. It's a bit in the open. RG and Hype have the compounds. It's their games to lose.
That 7-kill also going over to Camp to win as they're ready to try and pick another fight. Nixon is going to get a few shots down on Camp to win. Akish not in the best situation though. Unfortunately, the Destroyer got scouted by OnyX. As OnyX going to be using also Can on his knees. Don't know they're going to try and make it that rush through to the compound. It's definitely going to be a hard move to pull off. Though Camp to win just going to have one car rush in. Going to try and create an opening for them. And they do use the terrain to their advantage. I do really like them forcing in.
Yeah, it was actually a great play coming out from them. A little bit risky, but it has paid off for now. That car does provide protection. However, if it does get blown up and they're near there, that's going to hurt Camp to win for now. Keisha's been knocked down, but he's still not dead. However, in the final stages of this game, as we are down to 14 players, I would definitely say it's a bit of a risk to try to revive him. Like I said, RG and Hype, they still occupy the safe zone, those compounds. We could see a very standoff situation. Camp to win, trying to dodge, dip, dive, and dodge on that cliff node area to try and see where they are. The 5Ds of PUBG Mobile, Maxon.
Yeah, they're going to try and hold that position. Once again, the terrain going to the advantage. OnyX, they were able to sneak their way to that first house. Snake going to be very, very lonely, unfortunately. But they're still going to be strong. Like, still 4 teams remaining in Pyramid. That's going to be RGStarTeam, Team OnyX, Camp to win, and Hype. 2 teams. That's Camp to win and Hype are from Nepal, Pakistan for Team OnyX, and also China for Team RGStarTeam. And they're doing a good game, so it might be one of these 3 countries that will come out with the chicken dinner.
Thrown out, trying to catch out Camp to win. Actually, they're smoke grenades. My apologies. Now he does have
3 grenades.
He does have 3 grenades. See, this is what I was saying about OnyX. They actually had the safe zone in their favor, and because RG are kind of distracted by what's going on between Camp to win and Hype, they were actually able to move in just outside the building. But this is going to be like a tin of sardines, Maxon. We're going to have 14 players inside a very squishy, small, safe zone.
Very narrow-minded zone right now in Purim. And there's teams like Camp to win. They're going to have to try and rush in. Where's the zone at right now? So we have Team OnyX. They're out of the zone. Going to be closing up very, very soon. Might go to the advantage actually of Camp to win.
Kind of.
Might.
If they move to that center building, in between where Hype and RG are, yes, they will give themselves the best chance. But right now, they're actually focused on trying to smoke out and grenade out where RG are. But it's a 4v3 situation. And with Gurkha in his ghillie suit, in the distance, ready to attack and snipe out, it's definitely not looking the best for Camp to win.
It seems like Camp to win are slowly going to be making their way towards Gurkha, especially Akish. I don't know if they have the info. Also, if they try and rush compound, Gurkha has the prime positioning to try and shut that down.
That's true, but with 4 members of Camp to win... Wait!
Grenada going to be coming on through. Gurkha, does he have the information? Going to try and spray on top of G-Play. Does get 1 knock. Nicely done. Gurkha holding it 1v4. Gets another one for himself. He does almost get knocked. Barely makes it out, but now he's going to get knocked down by Disconnected and get the kill too. Hype Nixon looking to try and clean up Camp to win. He's just not able to do so really efficiently and going to get knocked down. And now OnyX, they're picking it. They're ready to pick the fight. Are they going to be able to pick it now? They did go to that second compound. Snake going to be the last member remaining of Team Hype. Still 4 members all around the board. And what team's going to be able to come out on top, we'll have to see. But Camp to win, looking still strong, but they lost 2 members in that skirmish.
They did, but OnyX were able to flank around because of that, and they've kind of occupied the building where Hype were. Maxman
to win.
And RGStar haven't moved a beat as they are looking to occupy that compound for their own. They've got all 4 members. I believe it's a 4 v3, v2, v1, if I am correct, Maxman, of the final players remaining. Hype Snake still going to have to be the slipperiest of snakes if he's going to try and survive and get his team up into the top 3.
Or otherwise the fastest of players of all time.
Look,
if he tries to rush
he's
it.
in the blue zone.
Snake the Snake! Aw.
Yeah.
Unfortunate move. He tried to get out. He did open the door at the last second.
He
He
did.
did just die. So that's going to be now 3 teams all around the board. Camp to win. Team RGStarTeam and Team OnyX. Once again, OnyX, we were disappointed, and they're on the top 3 right now.
They are, and they've got 3 players alive, so it's not just 1 member, it's 3 members. It's 4v3v2 of these final 3 teams. You got to give the advantage right now over to RGStar, purely based on position and manpower between these 2 teams. But what OnyX have done so well in this game is they've let the other teams fight it out, and they've moved into the right positions without getting engaged on. So let's see if they can follow this up
look at OnyX
and let Camp to win.
Oh, aim lock are going to be locked down by Camp to win. They're going to be losing also 1 member on their side. OnyX doing a really good job able to try and stop that fight from happening. But they also lose Camp on that side. Still Camp to win. They lose 1 member. Really unfortunate. That's still 1 member. Going to be the last chance. And that is Lorky. He has information.
Oh my
Getting
God.
knocked from RG. Nicely done. Lorky doing a huge play for Camp to win. But can he turn it around on his own? That's what we're going to have to wait and see. Does get a regen back up. The zone is just Betty. It's right on top of them. They're going to have to jump out, but then Camp to win going to be swept out. And OnyX in the worst of situations. And the zone will get the ending blow. That's going to be the win going over to Team RGStarTeam. 3 wins today going over to China Imperium.
3 teams going over to China. RG
Three wins.
finally hitting the mark with that first place finish, followed by OnyX with another consistent 2nd place. That's exactly what they needed. Camp to win, who are lying 2nd overall. Again, a 3rd place finish with quite a high amount of kills. They got a total of 10 kills, Maxman. Great finish coming out from them. And finally, finishing up the 4th and 5th place was Hype and the Destroyer. 2 Nepal teams.
The Destroyer, actually, like, they lost a few members really, really early on. But they made up for it. They played as sneaky as possible, and they were able to get into the last standing team. So still, like, I think that's like worth it. 5th position over to their side. It was S they lost really early on. Unfortunately, S was their first casualty. Once again, like OnyX, like they've been like the 2 last games, like 3rd position last game. This game they get in 2nd position, and we were expecting way more. And the 2 last games on like Erangel is their map.
Yeah, definitely. The map they definitely seem to be performing in the highest. Stepped up their game, 3rd place and 2nd place respectively. Still not a 1st place, but definitely something they can be proud of. As we will check out these highlights from the last game of today.
You're going to see that was when S unfortunately died out. He did have a good move with the pump, but it was just, like, once again, he did miss his 2 shots early on. And it's not, once again, when you have a weapon, like, once again, a pistol, just way fire rate and also bigger, like, more ammo, and you're just going to out-trade pretty easily.
Exactly. Plus, Otmar was there to join the rest of his team to secure that kill. We do see Nomad Warriors. They did finish in, I believe, 6th place overall.
They're pretty high up,
7th place, I believe, but not the best result they would have expected, but either way, not bad. SRY, that was the nice 1v4 situation, was so beautiful and clutch. One of the best 1v4 plays we saw, and then we did see that Nomad Warriors, no mercy, should I say, Punisher tried to redeem himself and get that squad wipe onto road, but it wasn't quite paying off.
Yeah, still a nice try, you know? Like, fair attempt on Punisher, but unfortunately not quite enough. That was Desho that got scattered out by OnyX pretty early on. That was a freaking nice rush. I was going to say, like, no, not going to say that, but really nice rush coming down from Games of Pakistan. Unfortunately, Odin did get the upper hand on Nomad Warriors. That's when they lost one of their main members early on. They tried to pull off a 1 and 3 split. Didn't really work out for them.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, like, that was... unfortunately, they did lose Wolf, but, like, that's when OnyX, they rushed in. They waited for prime opportunity for fight to break out to rush that compound.
And also, we thought that OnyX were going to be down and out based on their position. They were a little bit lucky that the safe zone was in their favor, and the fact that the enemy teams were fighting against each other, and they were able to move and flank around. Yeah, so really great play coming out from there. Now Nova got absolutely ripped to shreds by Hype.
Yeah, Hype, unfortunately, not really working out for them. They had a good position to try and play versus Camp to win. They did get 2 members, especially Gurkha doing a huge move for their side. Just not quite enough, unfortunately. And still Camp to win, yeah, you got to praise them for what they did with that 100%. Positioning. They didn't have compound. Like, the 2 house went over to RGStarTeam and OnyX, and at the end, the zone was the killing blow going over to Team OnyX and RGStarTeam, securing that #1 spot with 33 points. Yeah,
and then with the fantastic 11 kills coming out from Camp to win, I thought it was 10, and Rose. But Camp to Win, particularly, the reason why I say is because based on placement, they were third, but on kill points, it's moved them up to second.
Yeah.
So that's consistency. Team OnyX finishing in third with 26 points. Hype on fourth with 21 points is the exact result they actually need coming into the semi-finals. I wouldn't say I expected it, but it's exceeded my expectations personally, Maxon.
Like, they need to show off their gameplay today, and they did show off in that last game. So I'm really happy that Hype was able to pull off a nice performance in this last game on Erangel. And once again, it was RGStarTeam in that first position. So once again, 3 Chinese chicken dinners coming out today on this first day of the semi-finals of the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split. Brought to you by Vivo.
Brought to you by Vivo, indeed. Yeah, Rose with 11 kills, 18 points in total. The finishing position of only 7 points definitely hurt them, to be honest, which is a shame, because I definitely think if they had to just crept up the standings in that game, crepe, le crepe, it really would have benefited them even more, because as we saw, Camp to Win got 11 kills, moved from third to second.
Yeah, Camp to Win did a really nice performance. Once again, Camp to Win, last game, game number 3, they got the chicken dinner. This time they got third position, and from Nepal. So like you said, they were warming up, and they did really well. So I'm really happy. And also Hype is also from Nepal, 4th position. So they are slowly climbing back up. But today, China is going to be dominating the leaderboards and dominating in style.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just great to see kind of these teams. Some upsets in terms of results.
Yeah.
OnyX redeeming themselves, but the first 2 games were just, where were you? What were you doing? But they came back last 2 games in Erangel, their map, to really kind of show out their skills, finishing at 2/3. Camp to Win, really, like you said, and like we saw in the group stage, in the first day of plays, they were one of your favorite teams.
Yeah.
They fell down from there, but they're playing once again tomorrow, so they're going to have a chance to really keep up with that consistency against the other teams in the group stages.
So that was, anyways, day 1 of this 3rd week of the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split. This was semi-finals, first day cracked open. And so that was Group A versus Group B. And that means that tomorrow it's also going to be Group A versus Group C. So Group A is playing twice in a row, Imperium. So you're going to have teams such as, once again, RGStarTeam, Team OnyX, Camp to Win, Team Hype, Nomad Warriors, KharDimaghh, and T25. I just said all the players there, but they're going to be playing against. So that's a lot of pressure to be under.
Well, yes and no. For Camp to Win, who need to keep up that level of consistency, I actually think it's a good thing for them to be playing tomorrow.
Keep the ball rolling.
Keep the ball rolling, exactly. But for the other teams, possibly a day's break would have done them good. But that was day 1 indeed. Of course, if you want to check out all the information on what has happened today in the wildcard region, you can head on over to clubopen.pubgmobile.com. Check out the VODs, check out the results, and get up to date.
And also, if you are watching us live from Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, please don't hesitate to hit that like, follow, or subscribe button to know once we do go live. And also, right now, the Indian series is going off with Dowsy and John Allen. So if you want to go check it out, definitely do so. It is on the PUBG Mobile Esport YouTube channel. It's going live right now. So if you want to go check it out, because we are about to end it, definitely do so. Anyways, do you have any finishing words before we do close it up?
I just think the semi-finals is off to a fantastic start. Can't wait to see what happens in these semi-final stages, and a lot more action to come.
A lot more action to come. Anyways, thank you so much. We'll see you all back tomorrow for Group A versus C. Once again, it will be Vikendi. Second game will be on Miramar. We've been waiting for some Miramar Derby action. It will be coming up to you live tomorrow. Then once again, double Erangel. I was Maxman, joined by Imperium. Thank you so much for watching the stream. We hope you had a good time, and we'll see you all tomorrow for some more PUBG action.
Up your game. Vivo V15 series. Vivo.
Zombie, Darkest Night, the newest mode in the zombie universe, is here. This time, the rules are different. No more parachuting, as players will be placed at random locations on the map when the match begins, and there is no single winner. Players must work with their teammates to spend one long night in the match and stay alive until the sun comes up. Waves and waves of zombies will spawn during each of the 3 foggy periods at night, and supplies should only be scavenged when the fog fades. The main objective is not to defeat other players, though this doesn't mean they are harmless. Players may need to work with other teams when necessary, but should also watch their backs in case the Fragile Alliance goes south. This will be a unique experience for every player involved. This new mode also comes with a passive skill for every player. Understanding the skills will be the key to staying alive in this long night. Can you ride out the night?
Play PUBG Mobile for free.
Do you play PUBG Mobile? Maybe you never run out of stamina. Maybe you're always aware of your surroundings. Maybe you're an amazing cook with the pan. Maybe you're a great driver. But as soon as you hear the sound of an airplane, you get into the zone. In PUBG Mobile, you all come from different walks in life. But you face the same dangers on the battleground. And you become friends. You work together to overcome the obstacles. This is PUBG Mobile. There's a number one in all of us. Welcome to the PUBG Mobile first anniversary party. PUBG Mobile. Be the one.